Hello peeps, welcome to the season premiere of Mason Velez's Salute House. So yeah, this is going to be the same opportunity as the Rant House, but this one is going to be a really different kind of thing. So yeah, you gotta know the difference, but it's going to be in the same week but in different days. So this topic is I'm going to be saluting on stuff that I enjoyed so fucking much and it's worthy for my time. So anyways, I'm waiting for your requests to apply, and I will make them as soon as possible. But if I find the ones that I do not like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to reject it. Well, anyway, peeps, thanks for the support. So, thanks a bunch. Alright, peeps, on with the show. Final Destination is an American horror franchise composed of 5 films, 2 comic books, and 9 novels. It is based on an unproduced spec script by Jeffrey Riddick, originally written for the X-Files television series and was distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures and New Line Cinema. And what do I think of this franchise? Well, it's really fucking improving. Well, yeah, either the Final Destination franchise started back in 2000, and the Twilight Saga started 8 years later. Well, you know what about that. The Final Destination is the best franchise I've ever seen, ever since I watched all 5 of them. And what I gotta say about that? Well, yeah, it's fucking improving. Alright, peeps, let's get on to all 5 of the Final Destination films. In Final Destination number 1, high school student Alex Browning boards Volley Airlines Flight 180 with his classmates for a field trip to Paris. Before takeoff, Alex has a premonition that the plane will explode in midair, killing everyone on board when the events from his vision begin to repeat themselves in reality. He panics and fight breaks out, which leads to several passengers being left behind, including Clear Rivers, Carter Horton, Billy Hitchcock, Valerie Newton, Terry Chaney, and Todd Wagner, who witnessed the plane explode moments later. Alright, so yeah, I'm decided not to spoil the rest of the fucking films, since we're just gonna do the beginning shit in 5 movies on one video. Alright, Final Destination 2. Picking up 1 year after the first film, it features college student Kimberly Corman heading to Daytona Beach for spring break with her friends Shaina, Dano, and Frankie. En route, Kimberly has a premonition of a huge car pileup on Route 23, killing everyone involved. She stalls her SUV on the entrance ramp, preventing several people from entering the highway, including State Trooper Thomas Burke, Eugene Dix, Rory Peters, Kat Jennings, Nora and Tim Carpenter, Evan Lewis, and pregnant Isabella Hudson. While the officer Burke questions Kimberly, the pileup occurs as she predicted. In the days following the accident, the survivors begin to die one by one in a series bizarre of accidents. After learning about the explosion of Flight 180, Kimberly teams up with Clear Rivers. Okay, so, in Final Destination 1, the survivors begin to die one by one through a series of bizarre accidents, and Alex attempts to find a way to cheat death's plan before it's too late. Yeah, and in Final Destination 2, yeah, Clear Rivers is trying to find a way to cheat death. Yeah, doing the same routine as Alex did. Okay, on to Final Destination 3. Okay, 5 years later after the explosion of Flight 180, and 4 years after the pileup on Route 23, has high school student Wendy Christensen visiting an amusement park for graduation night with her friends Kevin Fisher, Jason Wise, and Carrie Dreyer. As Wendy and her friends board the Devil's Flight roller coaster, Wendy has a premonition that the ride will crash, killing everyone on board. When Wendy panics, a fight breaks out and several people leave or are forced off the ride before the accident occurs, including Kevin, Wendy's younger sister Julie, Ian McKinley, Perry Malwinowski, Aaron Ulmer, Louis Romero, yeah, Texas Battle, Yeah, Texas Battle. That sounds like a badass name. Frankie Cheeks, Ashley Freund, and Ashlyn Halprin. When the survivors start to die one by one, in a series strange of accidents, Wendy and Kevin set out to save those who remain after they learned of the events of the first two films. Alright, now on to the Final Destination, or should I say, Final Destination number 4. Okay, this was set 9 years after the explosion of Flight 180, 8 years after the pileup on Route 23, and 4 years after the Devil's Flight disaster. College student Nick O'Bannon visits the McKinley Speedway for a study break with his friends Laurie Milligan, Janet Cunningham, and Hunt Wynorski. While watching the race, Nick has a premonition that a race car crash will send debris to the stands, causing the stadium to collapse on the guests. When Nick panics, a fight breaks out and several people before the accident occurs, including his friends Laurie, Janet, and Hunt, security guard George Latner, and spectators Jonathan Groves, Andy Cuser, Samantha Lane, Carter Daniels, and Nadia Monroy. Once again, the survivors are killed in a series strange of accidents, except for Janet, who was rescued just moments before her death. Holy fuck. Alright, now on to Final Destination 5. Sam Lawton is on his way to corporate retreat with his colleagues. While they cross the North Bay Bridge, Sam has a premonition that the bridge will collapse, killing everyone in it. Sam manages to persuade several of his co-workers to get off the bridge before the accident occurs, including Molly Harper, Nathan Sears, Peter Fredkin, Dennis Lapman, Olivia Castle, Isaac Palmer, and Candace Hooper. After Candace and Isaac die in the bizarre accidents, Sam is warned that death is still after the survivors and told that if he wants to live, he must kill someone who was never meant to die in the bridge and claim their remaining lifespan. Oh shit. Okay, I see where this is going. And little did we know, peeps, is that Final Destination 5 was taken back to 2000, a few months before the explosion of Flight 180. You wanna know how's that? Well, okay. Well, I know I'm not supposed to spoil shit, but guess this'll have to do in the 5th one. Sam and Molly later board a plane to Paris, which is revealed to be Flight 180 from the first film. When the fuselage is torn apart by the exploding engine fragments, Molly is sucked out of the plane while Sam is killed in a subsequent explosion. The landed gear is sent flying towards New York City and crashes into a cocktail bar, killing Nathan, since the co-worker whose life he claimed had a terminal illness and was due to die any day now. Holy shit. Yeah, it just happened right after Alex and his friends were thrown off the fucking plane. So in conclusion, sudden premonitions, unseen accidents until shown, avoiding foretold deaths, the fucking gory satisfaction, yeah, blood-splattered satisfaction, bizarre accidents, and all other shit. Yeah, I recommend all 5 of the Final Destination films. It's really worthy for your time seeing it. Well, anyway, peeps, if you don't like the franchise, okay, that's alright with me. I ain't got no problem. The Mask is a 1994 American neo-noir superhero comedy film directed by Charles Russell, produced by Bob Engelman and written by Mike Werb, loosely based on the Mask comics published by Dark Horse Comics, the first installment in the Mask franchise. It stars Jim Carrey, Peter Riegert, Peter Green, Amy Aspect, Richard Jenny, and Cameron Diaz in her film debut. So how is it? Well, let me put it this way. The 1994 Mask film is a complete awesome fucking film. Yeah, it sure is one of the best films I'd rather see over a fucking terrible sequel. So anyways, let's dive into this masterpiece, if you could call it that. Stanley Ipkiss, an insured bank clerk working at the local Edge City Bank, is frequently ridiculed by everyone around him except for his co-worker and best friend Charlie Shoemaker. Meanwhile, gangster Dorian Tyrell, the owner of the Coco Bongo nightclub, posts to overthrow his boss Nico. One day, Tyrell sends his dazzling singer girlfriend, Tina Carlisle, into Stanley's bank and to record its layout in preparation for a robbery. Stanley is attracted to Tina, and she seems what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry about the stuttering. Unable to enter the Coco Bongo, to which Tina performed after his faulty loaner car breaks down while it's driving home, Stanley looks over the harbor bridge in despair, thinking what to do until he finds a wooden mask near the city's harbor. After returning to his apartment, he places a mask on his face and transforms into a fucking green-faced suited trickster known as the fucking Mask, who was able to cartoonishly alter himself and his surroundings at will. Holy fucking shit, isn't that fucking crazy? As the Mask, Stanley indulges a comical rampage through the city, humiliating several of his tormentors, including the mechanics who gave him the faulty loaner car and his rude, temperamental landlady, Mrs. Peenman. The next morning, Stanley encounters Detective Lieutenant Mitch Kellaway and newspaper reporter Peggy Brant, both of whom are investigating the Mask's activity of the previous night. To obtain the funds necessary to attend Tina's performance, he again dons the mask and raids the bank. Holy fucking shit. Inadvertently foiling Tyrell's plan in the process at the Coco Bongo. At the Coco Bongo, sorry about that. Stanley dances exuberantly with Tina, whom he ends up kissing, following a confrontation with Tyrell for disrupting the robbery and stealing his girlfriend. Stanley flees, leaving behind a scrap of cloth from his suit. Tyrell and his men are then arrested by Kellaway and his partner Doyle. Wow. That's fucking deep, man. Based on the piece of cloth, which has reverted to a piece of Stanley's distinctive pajamas. Kellaway suspects Stanley to be the bank robber. Stanley later consults a psychiatrist who has recently published a book on masks and discovers that the object may be a creation of Loki, the Norse god of night and mischief. The same night, Stanley meets Tina at a local park as the Mask, but meeting is interrupted by Kellaway, who attempts to capture him. Stanley flees with Peggy after distracting the police and nearby civilians with a mass performance of the Desi Anare song Human Pete. She then betrays him to Tyrell for a 50k bounty. What the fuck? Tyrell dons the mask, becoming a malevolent green-faced being. Tyrell's henchmen force Stanley to reveal the location of the stolen money before returning him to the police. When Tina visits Stanley in the station, he urges her to flee the city. Tina thanks Stanley for showing her kindness and warmth she wasn't used to, and tells him he didn't need the mask to be special to her. She attempts to leave the city, but is captured by Tyrell's men and forcibly taken to a charity ball at the Congo Bongo. Holy fuck. Hosted by Nico and attended by the city's elite, including Mayor Tilton. Upon arrival, the masked Tyrell kills Nico and prepares to destroy the club with a time bomb. Oh my god, they better hurry the fuck up because the bomb is gonna blow. Milo, Stanley's dog, helps Stanley escape from the station by retrieving the keys from the guard. Stanley then takes Kellaway hostage in a desperate attempt to stop Tyrell. Holy fucking shit. Okay. So, after locking Kellaway in his car, Stanley enters the club and manages to enlist the help of Charlie, but is soon after discovered and captured. Tina tricks Tyrell into taking off the mask, which is recovered and donned by Milo. Milo battles his way through Tyrell's men as Stanley fights him alone. After recovering the mask, Stanley uses its powers to rescue Tina by swallowing the bomb seconds before it detonates, and then flushes Tyrell down a drain of the club's or a mental fountain. Oh shit, if Tyrell is getting flushed down the toilet, is he gonna go directly up to the septic tank or in a fucking sewer? I don't know, whichever comes first. The police arrive and arrest Tyrell's henchmen, Calloway attempts to arrest Stanley once again, but Tilton tells Calloway and the police that Tyrell was the mask the whole time as the way of releasing Stanley, and Tilton then tells Calloway and Doyle that he needs to have a serious meeting with them in his office at dawn. Holy shit, now we're in for some trouble, aren't we? As the sun rises the following day, all charges against Stanley were dropped. Well, if it comes to trouble, and if the charges against anyone that are officially dropped, well, the more the merrier if you think about it, motherfuckers. If you think about the motherfuckers. Not wanting to get involved with the police again, Stanley decides to return the mask back at the harbor. Tina throws the mask into the water as she and Stanley share a kiss. Charlie then jumps in the water to retrieve the mask for himself, only to find Milo swimming away with it. Stanley closes the movie by saying the mask's catchphrase, "Smoking! Oh, somebody stop me!" Well, yeah, it appears that the son of the mask film must have been stopped. Yeah, with lots of fucked up reviews. But the original Mask film has never been stopped because this fucking Mask film is just a complete masterpiece. It sure is a good original film. So what I gotta say about that? So yeah, even though the Rotten Tomatoes was given 77%, well, it is above average or below average, but I think this movie still kicks ass. Even Metacritic gave it a 56%. Still kicks so much ass. So I gotta say, Warner Brothers and New Line did a good job at developing and published this fucking good movie, along with the team of The Mask. Yeah, well played, guys. Well played. So in conclusion, I recommend The Mask 1994 film. This movie kicked so much ass that it's really worthy for your time, because this film was a perfect vehicle to show off the talents of the real-life cartoon character. Yep, Jim Carrey and the rest of the team did a good job of developing this fucking film. So, yeah, I might as well get myself a copy of the movie if I have the chance. And so should you. But if you guys don't like this movie, okay, that's alright. Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Clash of Superheroes is a crossover fighting game developed and published by Capcom. It is the third installment in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, which features characters from Capcom's video game franchises and characters from Marvel Comics. The game debuted in Japanese and North American arcades back in 1998. It was ported in the Dreamcast in 1999 and PlayStation back in 2000. This game was re-released in 2012 for the PS3 and Xbox 360 as part of the Marvel vs. Capcom Origins collection. So what do I think of this game? It's one of the best fighting games I've ever seen. So, anyway, let's get into it. Alright peeps, so you walk into the grocery store or arcade places, and you see a Marvel vs. Capcom machine, and you have watched the introductions and seen the arcade cabinet of this game. And you've asked your parents for quarters or change, and you played it, and what do you think of it? Well, you would find more satisfactory. You would find some more satisfactory by playing this fucking game, and learn special moves. So yeah, there are 15 characters to choose from. Alright, now you have 15 Marvel and Capcom heroes. Yeah, which is Spider-Man, Hulk, War Machine, Wolverine, Ryu, Zangief, Mega Man, fucking Morgan. And I see that there are different templates of character names. Yep, just like it happened in Def Jam Fight for New York and so on. Okay peeps, so Marvel vs. Capcom number 1, Clash of Superheroes is the third entry in the Marvel fighting series of 2D fighting games. The game utilizes similar tag team based game mechanics to its procedure Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Before starting each match, the player selects a team of 2 fighters to compete in one-on-one combat. The player is free to swap between their characters at any point during battle. While one character fights their teammate resting off screen, slowly regenerates their life gauge. Wish it was a little faster if you know what I'm saying. Fucking fucker, motherfuckers. Fuck. Okay, while one character fights their... Okay, the first team to exhaust their opponent's vitality wins the match. However, if the timer runs out before either team is knocked out, the player with the most remaining health is declared the winner. Clash of Superheroes features 2 significant gameplay changes from Marvel's Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. The game removes the variable assist feature used in the previous installment, which allows the player to summon their off-screen teammate to perform a special attack, in favor of the guest character and special partner system. Alright, so here are the guest characters. Colossus, Cyclops, Iceman, Arthur, Anita. Ah, fuck you, Anita, dick. Pure and Fur, Tone Poo, The Unknown Soldier, Shadow, and so on and so on. While similar in function, guest characters are randomly allocated to each player at the beginning of a match. They're also limited to a few uses per round. Clash of Superheroes introduces a new technique called the variable cross, aka a duo team attack. When executing a variable cross, the player can attack their opponent with both characters simultaneously for a limited time. In addition, the player is given unlimited use of the hyper combo gauge, a colored meter towards the bottom of the screen which allows the player to perform several special techniques, allowing them to pull off multiple hyper combo moves, which deliver heavy damage to the opponent in quick succession. And holy fuck, isn't that exciting? Who the fuck is this supposed to be? Captain Planet? Okay, so I'll tell you the modes while I show you the images. Alright. The Dreamcast version of this game includes 5 game modes: Arcade, Versus, Training, Survival, and Cross Fever. In the Arcade mode, the player must defeat several artificial intelligence-controlled teams to reach the final boss character, Onslaught, a character from the X-Men comic book series. Upon the completion, the players views a cinematic ending unique to each playable fighter. In Versus mode, 2 players can choose their character's handicap level and stages before completing against each other in battle locally. The player can practice moves and combos in training mode, where they can also adjust certain settings such as AI difficulty, and the number of bars available in the hyper combo gauge. In survival mode, the player fights through waves of enemies with a time limit. In addition, the player's life gauge is carried over through each round. Cross Fever mode allows 4 players to simultaneously compete in a 2-on-2 match. In place of Cross Fever, the PlayStation version features an exclusive mode called Crossover. Crossover is the only mode in the PlayStation port that permits tag team gameplay, which was removed due to the console's limited RAM capacity. Yeah, holy fuck, isn't that unfair if you know what it is? And let me tell you this, peeps. This Onslaught boss character, it could be one of the most challenging bosses you'll ever damn see. So yeah, there are 2 forms. Number 1, the original one, and number 2, holy fuck, a gigantic version of Onslaught? Holy fucking hell. Ha! Gay! Alright, so after you defeat the whole game and defeat the final boss, you would get a fucking ending. Yeah, an ending that is worthy for your time of reaching to it. Some of them are good, and some of them, I don't even want to know if it is mostly bad or good, but it is a strange mix. Afterwards, the credit starts to roll. Roll. Speaking of Roll is a hidden character from the Marvel vs. Capcom game. And speaking of hidden characters, yeah, we do have hidden characters, or as unlockable characters, or whatever it is. Okay, so here are the alternative characters included as well. Alternate Hulk, Alternate Venom, Alternate War Machine, Mega Zangief, Shadow Lady, Burning Jin, Onslaught, Roll, and fucking Lilith. Oh yeah, the loading screens of the Marvel vs. Capcom game, the console versions of it, look so fucking cool. Yeah, I really gotta admit that this one looks very satisfying and promising enough. So yeah, even the PlayStation version of this game seems not to be perfect. I would still grab one. So in conclusion, this fighting game is just as awesome as Mortal Kombat, Primal Rage, and so on and so on. So my favorite characters from Marvel vs. Capcom are... Well, if you guys are into Marvel and Capcom so much, why don't you just get a chance to fucking play it? Trust me, it's better worthy for your time. My archive channel contains lost material that were originally uploaded by my 2 channels that I have lost. And the Winco Foods is one of the stores that is inspired by Walmart, Kroger, Tom Thumb, and various grocery supermarkets. Alright, let's get into them, shall we? Alright, the first segment is my archives channel, that is MV39440 Archives, requested by Cyberpod Mark II. This channel contains most of the Q&A episodes that I have previously uploaded for the last almost 4 damn years, along with the reaction demos and some of the Boris the Teeth Guy for Hire episodes. Well, I really hate to fucking say this, but I have unfortunately disowned every one of these Q&A episodes ever. Yeah, it's just because I got terminated back in Memorial Day of 2020 during the death of George Floyd. I really don't understand what's going on with the economy nowadays, especially the goddamn coronavirus is still around the motherfucker. I must say, I appreciate what Cyberpod Mark II has done with his best intentions of my videos by uploading them. Yeah, re-uploading them after I've done that or something. He tried the best that he can to upload every videos that I have uploaded, so either he didn't get them or did, but not yet wanting to publish them. I must say, Cyberpod done the best he could to team up with me by making up the bullshit that the social justice warriors caused on my previous channels. Oh yeah, and there's a history of my channel usernames that Cyberpod Mark II uploaded for me. Yeah, my very first username was Velez395, and then Velez39440. Third username Dylan McCarthy, yes, Kumi no, and I must say that third username that I made was used to be good, but it turned out into a bunch of fucking shit. My third username used to be good, but now it's just fucking cringeworthy because of the GoAnimate/Vion style related usernames. So the fourth username, it was Dylan McCarthy, a Death Metal Fanatic 1998, and I must say that I like that fourth username. Then the fifth one, Mason Velez, the Plotagonist. And then, yeah, after that, MV39440 home video, and then my current username is Mason Velez, the Pulp Fiction fan, Estate 1998. Yeah, because I like Pulp Fiction, and Pulp Fiction is my favorite R-rated film I've ever seen. And I also see that he uploaded one of these Boris the Teeth Guy Reads Hate Comments episodes. So yeah, I must say, Cyberpod did the best he can to upload all the shit. But yeah, I cannot say I blame him for not doing such a thing perfectly. But yeah, he did the best he could. Okay, peeps, the next segment is Winco Foods. Winco Foods is based in Boise, Idaho. It was founded in 1967, and the company is mostly owned by current and former employees through an employee stock ownership plan. Back in January 1991, Walmart opened an 82,000 square foot store in Boise to replace the 2 older Boise stores. At the time, Walmart was operating 16 stores in the Northwest and had reported annual sales for more than $300 million. In 1999, Walmart changed its name to Winco Foods. According to the company, the name Winco is a portmanteau of winning company. However, the company also says the name refers to the 5 states where the company originally operated stores: Washington, Idaho, Nevada, California, and Oregon. Yep, that's what Winco stands for. Winco for short. And yeah, the prices of drinks, snacks, cereals, fruits, vegetables, and other shit are getting fucking good by reducing some of the fuck out of them. But I'm not saying that they're cheap, I'm just sorting it out for your time if you find it interesting. Inside of the store looks like a fucking big-ass storage that is the exact replica of Amazon warehouse. Doesn't that look so familiar? The floor looks squeaky clean, the packages look neatly stacked, canned foods are a few cents cheaper, and the pollutions just get crowded every once in a while. Also, the prices are really, could be a slightly pricey, but it is one of these deals that you would rather deal with. You just got to compare the savings and some of the coupons if they have any coupons from Winco, or something on sale. You know, like meat products and other things. So in conclusion, subscribe to my archive channel if you have the chance. And go shop at the Winco food store if you need to save a few tens of your hard-earned dollars. The archive channel will make you remember the good times we had on both of my terminated channels, and I bet you will have good times to visit and go at any time you fucking please.
Okay peeps, we are now going to salute on Cyberbug Mark II, which is requested by him.
Thanks Mason, I'm sure glad that you would do that for me as much as everyone else does.
Yeah, so here are the reasons why he should be trusted.
We'll take turns say something about me. I have joined on YouTube back in September the 5th 2015, but I have never met Mason Velez until the next year, a few months after his graduation. I have been taken by my lovely girlfriend Natalie the Pink Fox.
He does animations, developing gameplays, and making funny videos of the angry Dominican kid, angry German kid, and Hitler downfall parodies, etc.
My name is Orion and I am 30 years old who does such thing as Mason did. I even helped out Mason Velez with doing the best I could to reinstate Mason's abandoned videos from 2 of his channels that were falsely taken down by YouTube. I also ranted on things that can't be trusted.
The types of shit that we don't fucking trust are the CMGR.exe and other viruses. I remember the time where Orion made the Road Rash episode of Ronald Ramirez, Hitler Had a Fake Christmas, Hitler being discriminated against by Fiegel Lane. Oh, those were the good times. Those videos like those funny ones by Orion are some comedy gold right there.
That is so damn true, man. Anyways peeps, Mason added me as a police officer in every Boris the Teeth Guy, or should I say Pencil Neck for Hire episodes, and some of the Plot Argon sketches and Pencil Neck Reads Hate Comments episodes that Mason developed.
And I must say, Orion did a perfect job keeping Natalie the Pink Fox away from people who forced Natalie to do sexual roleplays when she doesn't want to.
Yeah, so Mason deserved to earn back over 1,000 subs on his channel. Feel free to subscribe to me, Mason, his archive channel, and Natalie's channels for videos more to come.
Okay peeps, we have come appeared as another guest, and we're gonna salute the Jurassic Park game for the arcade based on the movie.
Hello peeps, I'm glad that you guys are seeing me again. Now let's get to this.
The Jurassic Park arcade is a rail shooting game that needs no introduction due to its fucking kick-ass gameplay. By the time you get started and enter the Jurassic Park, you would feel the intensity from every part of your body when you see the T-Rex scare the shit out of your fucking ass.
Oh fucking hell, now we can feel the scary shit less. This is so fucking intense that you wouldn't want to stop thinking about the T-Rex trying to kill you. So during that time, there are 4 stages for you to get passed through, but we won't discuss the entire gameplay though. The requirements are that you can either play this game with yourself or bring anyone to play with you.
Oh, fuck!
What's so funny, Mason?
You said play this game with yourself.
How cleverly funny. Anyways, you have to bring a few quarters to play this entire game and try not to fuck up too many times by losing your lives and quarters. There is no point system though.
All you gotta do is shoot the most types of dinosaurs you can, such as pterodactyls, triceratops, dilophosaurus, Proceratosaurus, etc., including the big fucking ass Tyrannosaurus Rex. But the Tyrannosaurus Rex comes in as the mini-boss the first time, the second time as the real boss, and the third time with 2 T-Rexes, so you gotta wipe them out as fast as you can.
Well, there are obstacles that you can shoot to save some units of your life to be prevented from getting drained out. The graphics look nice and sharp. The controls are very responsive. Even the music has some interesting and otherwise a heart-pounding scary shitless soundtrack, but it's not that bad to enjoy them. So, the gameplay just lasted up to over 15 minutes, which is a short game, which is almost the same length as this horrible Superman Game Boy format.
After all hell's broke loose and you stopped them, you get the ending, which is admittingly good, which worth of 15 minutes of your life enjoyed.
So if you peeps see at any of your retro arcade places anywhere, I hope you enjoy this intense and satisfying experience of this game.
So in conclusion is that Cyberbug Mark II did a great job making content that are so enjoyable, and trying to hook me up with 1000 subs, and the Jurassic Park arcade game is an enjoyable rail shooting experience that you can forget the Jurassic Park games that suck, such as the versions of original Nintendo, 3DO, and the Game Boy versions.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank you for accepting my request and have me and Kumi as guests of your Salute House episode.
Thanks for that, Mason. You really are a great friend.
You two are welcome. Anyway peeps, thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.
Okay, Mortal Kombat is the ultimate fighting franchise that has a lifespan for over 28 years. It's one of those games that needed no intro. Yeah, speaking of which, come on peeps, let's dive into this motherfucking masterpiece. Okay, Mortal Kombat is a complete huge hit, and it's been shown arcades and arcade malls, theaters, and even fucking laundromats. And this is an awesome deal. This game was released back in October 8th, 1992, one day before Quentin Tarantino's first film Reservoir Dogs were in theaters. The series has a reputation for high levels of graphic violence, including, most notably, its fatalities. Finishing moves allowing the player to finish off their defeated opponent. Controversies surrounding Mortal Kombat in part led to the creation of the ESRB video game rating system that never happened until November 1994 during the release of the Sega 32X. Okay, so thank fucking God that the government failed to ban the game and tried to sue the living hell out of Ed Boon and Midway Corporation. Yeah, if you think about that shit. Okay, the next year, 1993, Mortal Kombat has hit in consoles while Mortal Kombat 2 is published in the arcades. Okay, now where this game have more fatalities and they are babalities. One of the moves that I cannot fucking stand them, and that's fucking childish and cringeworthy in my honest thoughts. There's also friendships. It's kind of silly to have friendship moves to do on your enemies, and I found them enjoyable none the fucking less. And there are enjoyable characters such as Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Mileena, Kitana, Shao Kahn, Johnny Cage, Shinnok, Cyrax, Sector, Cabal, and various characters that we fucking love. No homo. And some characters that I found are cringeworthy, such as fucking Bo Raicho. But that's the only Mortal Kombat character who is fucking cringe. Yeah. Anyways, the gameplays are so challenging, the graphics look realistic, the moves could be sometimes complicated, but you gotta learn how to maybe a couple of dozen times until you get this shit right. Unless you able a cheat code to fucking goddamn do the one button and one direction and one button fatality move or whatever it is. I found it up on the GameFAQs side of Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the PlayStation. Okay, so the moves could be sometimes complicated, but you gotta learn how to. The music soundtrack kicked lots of asses, and in the balls too, right in the fucking testicles. Yeah, I say that. Some of the games are mediocre and terrible, such as Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, Special Forces, Mortal Kombat Advance are whack, but I think Mythology Sub-Zero and Special Forces are alright to me. And Mortal Kombat 1 on the Game Boy and the advanced version of Game Boy Advance sucked Grant McDonald's 12-inch cock. Yeah, that fucking shit. But most of the games kicked ass, especially the modern ones. Speaking of the modern ones, they have more characters that were mentioned in different franchises since Mortal Kombat 9 as either unlockable or downloadable content such as Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Alien, Spawn, Terminator, RoboCop, etc. God damn, is this the new future of Mugen? Well, yeah, it could be that way if you ask me. Maybe it's because they must have made an 8th Mortal Kombat game which was associated with DC Universe. Okay. Damn. Can this franchise get any fucking better? Oh, hell yeah, they fucking can! So much enjoyment, so much moves, so much perfect controls, so much blood and guts. God damn, this franchise fucking rocks. I fucking love it, peeps. This is a fucking huge deal. So in conclusion, the Mortal Kombat franchise is one of the awesome ones that you cannot fucking resist. This kicked so much ass and balls. Go ahead and enjoy the Mortal Kombat games you have and avoid the ones like the 3 different Game Boy ports. Mortal Kombat for life, motherfuckers! Fall Guys is a 60-player online game that was released by Devolver Digital and Mediatonic. The Libertarian Party is a political party in the United States that promotes civil liberties, non-interventionism, laissez-faire capitalism, and limiting the size of and scope of government. And Bad Santa is a 2003 American Christmas black comedy film starring Billy Bob Thornton, Tony Cox, John Ritter, and Bernie Mac. Rest in peace, John and Bernie. What do I think of them? Oh, these 30 things are in a very good fitting for everyone's interest. Let's get to those things right away. Okay, the first segment we're going to deal with is Fall Guys. Ultimate Knockout, requested by TOG and DR01. Okay, so the gameplay is up to 60 players compete in matches with Battle Royale style gameplay. Players represented as jelly bean-like figures move around a 3-dimensional playing field with additional moves such as jumping, grabbing, climbing, or diving to assist gameplay. The aim is to qualify for subsequent rounds by successfully completing each of the randomly selected mini-games. Wow, talk about a good fucking challenge in this one. Certain mini-games involve running towards a finish line at the end of the map, while others had elements of teamwork. On every mini-game, obstacles appear around the map for added complexity. Players who are too slow or who fucked up so many chances or requirements for a mini-game have their asses eliminated and you cannot get the fuck back until the next. On the final round, the remaining few players complete in the final match with a randomized minigame designed for a smaller player size. What smaller player size are you talking about? The fucking the difficulty increases a little more, or whatever the fuck it is? Okay, the winner of the match is the last player standing. Oh yeah, and there's also some microtransactions and new skins and other content. And they have characters, costumes of the characters, such as Gordon Freeman, Peabody, Scout, Jacket, Sonic, Godzilla. Yeah, the microtransactions. And they also have additional content in every season. So, yeah, I guess that would be fun and addicting. So what do I think of it? Yeah, it's really challenging. The graphics and the contrast look really sharp. And I cannot say the controls because I never played this game. So, what do I gotta say? Yeah, it's fucking fun and addicting. Alright, next segment. Libertarian Party. Requested by Meowcat171. Okay, the first Libertarian National Convention was held in June 1972, and in 1978, Dick Randolph of Alaska became the first elected Libertarian state legislator. Following the 1980 federal elections, the Libertarian Party assumed the title of being the third largest party for the first time after the American Independent Party, and the Conservative Party in New York continued to decline. Holy fucking hell. Tony Nathan, running as the Libertarian Party's vice presidential candidate in the 1972 presidential election with John Hospers as the presidential candidate, was the first female candidate in the United States to receive an electoral vote. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I don't know if we ever have a first woman who was the president. So, yeah. Okay, so in 2000, Steve Vaillancourt won the election to the New Hampshire General Court, running on the Libertarian ballot line. Rhode Island State Representative Daniel P. Gordon was expelled from the Republicans and joined the Libertarian Party in 2011, 1 year before Shut Up Cartoons by Smosh was published. In July 2016 and June 2017, the Libertarians tied their 1992 peak of 4 legislators when 4 state legislators from 4 different states left the Republican Party to join the Libertarian Party. Nevada Assemblyman John Moore in January, Nebraska Senator Laura Ibke, although the Nebraska legislature is officially non-partisan, and New Hampshire Representative Max Abraham in May, and Utah Senator Mark and B. Madsen in July. So, what do I know about this? In January 2018, City New Mexico Commissioner of Public Lands Aubrey Dunn Jr. changed party affiliation from Republican to the Libertarian Party, becoming first Libertarian statewide office holder in history. And in June 2020, Amash with Ayanna Pressley of the Democratic Party introduced the Ending Qualified Immunity Act in response to the killing of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer. Oh, fuck you, Derek Chauvin, you bastard! Never heard of Black Lives fucking Matter? Well, you should. Alright, the bill was the first to gain support of members from the Democratic, Republican, and Libertarian parties in the history of the United States Congress. Well, if you want to know why I didn't read the whole article, well, I'm just saving it for the best for last. So that was segment 2, Libertarian Party. And this is segment 3, Bad Santa. Willie T. Soak and his dwarf assistant Marcus Skidmore are professional thieves. Every year, Willie gets a job as a department store Santa Claus and Marcus as an elf to rob shopping malls at night, with Marcus's wife, Lois, as their getaway driver. Marcus takes his elf duties seriously, but Willie, a sex-addicted alcoholic, is gradually unable to perform with children, also affecting his safe-cracking abilities. Much to Marcus's displeasure when they are hired at the Saguaro Square Mall in Phoenix, Arizona. Willie's vulgarity shocks the prudish mall manager, Bob Chapeska, who brings them to the attention of security chief Jin Slagle. Yeah, Jin, with the fucking G instead of a J. Okay, Bob informs Jin that he overheard Willie having sex in the dressing room, and Jin starts to investigate. Willie sees his motel room being raided and moves into Thurman Merman's house, much to Thurman's delight. Jen visits Roger, who indirectly reveals that Willie is staying with Thurman illegally. Jen confronts Willie and Marcus at the mall and takes them to the bar. There, he reveals that he has figured out their plan and blackmails them for half the score to keep silent. Willie and Marcus' partnership begins to falter. Further exaggerated fuck it. When Willie shows up to work drunk and destroys the Santa attraction, Marcus is in Jen's shock. Oh fuck. And afterwards, Willie is attempting to kill himself and take his ass straight to hell by inhaling the vehicle exhaust fumes. He gives Thurman a letter to give to the police, but after Thurman got a black eye, thankfully Willie stopped himself from killing himself and starts beat the shit out of the fucking skateboarders. Yeah, bullying ain't gonna do shit, is there? Yeah, bullying is bad. Yeah, bullying is completely bad, because fuck you. Furious at Jen's blackmail, Marcus and Lois set a trap for him, feigning the need to start their vehicle. Lois hits Jen with the car, and Marcus kills him via electrocution. Willie and Thurman prepare for approaching holiday with help from Sue. On Christmas Eve, Willie, Marcus, and Lois burglarize the mall. Although some technical difficulties arise, Willie is successfully able to crack the safe. Meanwhile, he also gets a pink stuffed elephant that Merman had wanted for Christmas. However, Marcus reveals to Willie that he intends to kill him, fed with his increasing carelessness. As Marcus is about to execute Willie, the police unexpectedly swarmed in and tipped off by a letter. Willie gave Thurman, and a firefight ensures between Marcus and the cops while Willie flees. Determined to give Thurman his present, he leads to the police on chase to Thurman's house. Ignoring their orders to freeze, he is shot repeatedly on Thurman's porch, but survives. The epilogue is told through a letter from Willie recovered in the hospital. He expresses his gratitude to Thurman and reveals that he was cleared off the robbery and shooting of an unarmed Santa embarrassed the police, and will be working for the police as a sensitivity counselor. Sue is granted for guardianship over Thurman and his house until his father is released. Marcus and Lois are in prison. Willie ends the letter by hoping that Roger will avoid them and telling Thurman that he should be out of the hospital soon and be ready for his return. When the lead skateboard bully harasses Thurman again instead of learning his lesson, Thurman finally stands up to him by kicking him hard in the fucking testicles. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck that motherfucker up, Thurman. Oh, good job, my man. And afterwards, he's riding away on his bike giving the fuck you symbol to the downed bully. Yeah, karma's a fucking bitch, I tell you that. Okay, peeps, so in conclusion, I recommend Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. I bet you would spend in hours of mini gameplays, having yourself being the last player standing and avoid losing chances to win. The Libertarian Party staff are doing a magnificent job of focusing the votes, patriotic material, giving us freedom and better futures for everyone in case I think about it. And Bad Santa is literally one of the funniest fucking Christmas themed films that I would watch at any damn time. And I don't give a shit if the reviews of this film is bad. I still recommend it if you're interested. But if you don't like this film, okay, I'm alright with that. Alright peeps, so it looks like we have another double Salute House episode going on. And yeah, here it is. David the Rookie Night Lover and Adler the Eagle. So to tell you the truth about Adler the Eagle and my honest thoughts, I don't know him that much, but I did add him on one of my episodes of Boris the Teeth Guy Reads Hate Comments.
Boris, I hope Adler the Eagle throws bean bags at you.
Ow. That hurt, faggot.
Serves you right, idiot.
So anyways, without any further ado, let's go into that shit. Alright, now we're going to start with David the Rookie Night Lover, which is requested by this guy. Okay, David the Rookie Night Lover is a YouTuber who has almost 40 subs on his channel. His content are filled with characters who have in common artworks of, the fucking male-on-male Sonic couples. Okay, I see that David has uploaded questions videos about what do they think of those fucking couples where two guys being a couple or what it is. But I'm not going to ask for shit what's with those Sonic characters that are gay. And no, I ain't judging David or anyone else who are when it comes to shit like this. Well, for some reason, I think that David supports the LGBT community or something. Well, but the famous words are, it's okay to be gay, and I also think it's okay to be bisexual too, or about that. Well, I'm thinking that David's is bisexual or something. I don't know, I never asked him. Well, anyway, all shitting aside, his face looks cool as well. Oh yeah, he also has a DeviantArt page as well, so let's go check it out. His page name to the site is David the Rookie Night. His art posts are filled with picture fanfics, characters with colored tiles such as Zack, Infinite, El Chavo, the fucking Ocho, the evolutions. My favorite evolution is now Jolteon, or whatever the fuck he is, you pronounce. Lucario, Charizard, fucking Mewtwo. And I see that there are pictures, the picture memes that are funny, like Homer Simpson screaming after looking at the picture of Aracena. And some of them are somewhat funny, and some of them that I don't like it, that cringes my ass out. His zombie apocalypse team seems awesome as hell, too. And looks like Alan Yates is in there, too. But, it appears that his luck instantly runs out from square 1 or square 12 or whatever the hell you think, which square he's in or what luck. Yeah, fuck Alan Yates, that racist son of a bitch. Well, I see where this is going. Okay. Adler the Eagle is an animator, a store developer, and a Falcon mascot on his YouTube channel. Adler has his animal friends to go on adventures that seems real enjoyable. The Q&A videos are so inspiring. The graphics on his animated web series are glazed and seem great for the taste of my eyes. The lip sync is sometimes delayed, but it's mostly right and detailed on time. Adler does live streams that lasted up to over 10 hours on Roller Coaster Tycoon, Flappy New Year, and other things that he does in some live streaming shit. Well, I gotta say that the design of Adler the Eagle seems very promising. The mascot costume of Adler is... Okay, let me look it up on Adler the Eagle. Okay. Alright, there it is. Okay, so Adler the Eagle has over 39,000 subs, and he's on his way to reach to 40k. And I also heard that he's starting a fundraiser live stream. Yeah, way to show the support and be the inspiration. Yeah, Treacherous Telethon, this week's theme is Winter Wonderland. Man, the animations are really funny if you think about that. You know what, it's not so bad to see his animation in this fucking, in any of the fucking place that he shoots at. Sandwich, Big Bird, Feathers, Entrance, Smell. Oh shit! Oh man, this is gonna be an enjoyable shit if you think it would be. So in conclusion, go and subscribe to David the Rookie Night Lover and Adler the Eagle if you have the chance. Hey, if you peeps don't like their content, okay, I get it. I bet that you would enjoy some videos and other shit that these guys worked on.
Cannibal Corpse is an American death metal band from Buffalo, New York. It has been existed by forming back in December 1988, 5 months after the final Dirty Harry movie that is the Deadpool, Eddie Murphy's Coming to America, and new metal releases of South of Heaven from Slayer and Overkill's Under the Influence. The band has released 14 studio albums, 2 box sets, 4 video albums, and 3 live albums. Oh, god damn it! This death metal band is so kick-ass. I love this damn band so fucking much. Let's go into why it's worth of our metallic enjoyability. Okay peeps, members from earlier Buffalo area death metal bands Beyond Death, Terrence Sin, and Leviathan established the band in December 1988. The band played its first show at Buffalo's River Rock Cafe in May 1989, shortly after recording a 5-track thrash metal demo tape named Cannibal Corpse. Within a year of the first gig, the band was signed to Metal Blade Records, apparently after the panel had heard the demo tape that the manager of the record store at which Chris Barnes was working set in. Their full-length death metal debut album, Eaten Back to Life, was released in August 1990. You peeps sure as well to see the Cannibal Corpse artworks yourselves. Because from the artworks of Eaten Back to Life through the Wretched Spawn contained explicit images that you should not see, unless there are censored covers. Okay, the band has had several lineup changes. In February 1993, founding member and guitarist Bob Rousset was dismissed from the group, and in 1995, during recording sessions for a new album, the singer Chris Barnes was dismissed from the band and replaced by George Corpse Grinder Fisher. What do we think of their music? The guitar riffs were heavy as fuck. The fast drum beats were rhythmically kick out hearing buds real good. The song titles and lyrics sound violent and fucking brutal as shit. The voice was growling mad and satisfactory. But the band was not in perfection though, oh no. Because there are controversial issues occurred between Cannibal Corpse and the United States government. Wow! It's like deja vu of the controversy between the government and video game violence, but instead of video game violence, the government was fighting against Cannibal Corpse due to their extreme nature of lyrics and various materials. In May 1995, then U.S. Senator Bob Dole accused Cannibal Corpse along with hip-hop acts including 2 Live Crew and the Ghetto Boys of undermining the national character. What the hell? A year later in 1996, the band came under fire again, this time as part of a campaign by conservative activist William Bennett. Senator Joe Lieberman and other senators got the major labels to dump 20 recording groups responsible for the most offensive lyrics. Oh come on, that's fucking wasteful and senseless. If no one want to listen to their music, just fucking leave their shit alone and mind their own businesses. As of October 23, 1996, the sale of any Cannibal Corpse releases were banned in Australia, Eaten Back to Life, Butchered at Birth, and Tomb of the Mutilated were banned in Germany, and the prohibition was not lifted until June 2006. Even 6 of the 8 planned shows from the band's 2014 Russian tour were cancelled after protests from local Orthodox activists in Russia. And I forgot to mention that the music videos sounded violent but satisfying as hell for a person who enjoys various horror movie franchises like Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street for example. Anyways, the lowest peak chart position in their career is the 2006 album named Kill, because it ranked 170, and the highest one is A Skeletal Domain, because it ranked 32, I'm talking about the US section of it. And also, Cannibal Corpse released 4 home video albums. They even made cover tracks that were originally performed by various artists, that is The Exorcist and Confessions by Possessed, Demon's Night by Accept, Endless Pain by Creator, Zero the Hero by Black Sabbath, etc. So there are a few trivias that I know. Number 1, the 2 tracks covered with Soren Edible Autopsy were the part of the Metal Attack compilation album in 1993. Number 2, the band made a cameo appearance in the Jim Carrey's 1994 comedy film Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. They appear the scene where Ace goes to meet Woodstock and on stage playing their song Hammer Smashed Face. And number 3, there is a parody band of Cannibal Corpse that is Cannabis Corpse, where they develop parody songs originally made by not just Cannibal Corpse, also Morbid Angel, Death, Deicide, Entombed, Gore Guts, Cryptopsy, etc. I heard in October 2019, it was stated that the band would start working on a new album that would be the longest album in Cannibal Corpse's recording career, and it will be released sometime for this year. Even though Chris Barnes is replaced by George Corpse Grinder Fisher, the Cannibal Corpse legacy will never die, it will always live on for a long time. Even if the band will break up, we will still have memories of banging our heads to this legendary 5-piece death metal band, although that I never went to any concerts, not one single time of my life. So in conclusion, crawling mad vocals with unbelievable guitar riffs and solos mixed with drum and bass-inducing madness, explicit images that no one likes to see, horror and gory lyrics, and over a few hours of cannibalistic satisfactory seemed promising enough, because it's one of those death metal bands I ever heard. If you like Cannibal Corpse, the question is that what was the first song you have ever listened to? My answer is Hammer Smashed Face. If you don't like Cannibal Corpse or any other death metal bands, it's all good. In the words of Teddy Ruxpin, until next time, keep it fucking real. Hello peeps, we have another Triple Salute House episode, and for the first segment, here we have is Artada the Ultra Flarian. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see y'all in Mason's Salute House episode. After this salute segment of Artada, we will go back to my real-life self having discussions about the miscellaneous PlayStation demo series, and a film contains From Gentle to Mental starring Jim Carrey and Renee Zellweger. Come on man, on with the show. Okay peeps. Artada and I met each other in the cyber world, aka the internet, back in 2016 at Google+. Yeah, we really had good times on Google Plus and Hangouts. It's one of the best days we ever discovered. Yup, we sure had good times fucking with Pencil Neck Cockroach Television Head, formerly known as Boris the Teeth Guy. Oh yeah, giving lots and lots of Pencil Neck cruel and unusual punishment for giving us cruel and unusual punishments, such as sending him hate comments and a lot of shit causing him to go crazy. All the bullshit aside, Artada has 190 subs on his YouTube channel. Not only his videos are filled with plot-a-gun videos such as Moldy Feet and Hippo Face for higher episodes, he does Leave S streams. Oh hell yeah, I do Leave S streams and playthroughs on games such as Mortal Kombat, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Kirby, Super Mario All-Stars, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, etc. Yup. Artada deserves more than 190 subs and more support as much as we all do. And he does DVD pickups, birthday and Christmas presents and wish lists as well. Well, this friendship between Mason and I will never die off because it will last it up to a lifetime. Well, as long as there's no trouble, our friendship will be lasted up forever indeed, especially until the end of time.
Okay, peeps, so now that we're back in the real life shit where I tell you in real life, let's just begin. The Interactive CD Sampler Disc is a miscellaneous video game franchise that was started and it was released back in September 9th, 1995. Yeah, it just happened because it came with the original PlayStation console. It just happened in the US of A. The first volume of the Interactive CD release contained 5 demo games and 4 video trailers. Back in June 1996, it became a franchise with the second volume release with games that were new back in this year like the Need for Speed, Die Hard Trilogy, Bogey Dead 6, Street Fucker Alpha. I'm sorry peeps, Street Fighter Alpha. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so now yeah, you see that there are 8 games and 4 video trailers in this second demo release. Okay. What do we have to say about this? And also the game discs seem colored, yeah, just have one color, interesting thing. And the covers look interesting and satisfying also. The demo releases don't contain memory card support because it's a demo sampler release. So what'd you expect? Volume 3 came out 4 months later back in October, where we see more new games. This shit contains 10 playable games and 2 video trailers. Here's the best part of it. If you want to see more new content, You can push L1 or R1 to see 3 buttons, triangle, square, and circle. Yeah, and these buttons, yeah, like, some of them are like the same in, like, combinations and other different shit, like triangle, square, circle, square, square, triangle, circle, circle, square, or whatever it is. Yeah, the combinations. You gotta push the L1 or R1 to enter the combination after you look at it. Yeah, push the triggers and you'll see the correct combination so you can enter it properly. But yeah, you could do that as fast as you can, but try not to do that too slow while you're at it. Holy fucking hell, can you see more hidden material when you do the correct combinations? It just keeps it up on volumes 4, 5, and 6. Volume 3 has 12 new material, and volume 4 contains 8, and volume 5 contains, sadly, 2. What the fuck? The 5th volume should have more than 2 fucking hidden materials there. Oh, that's fucking cheap of you, Sony. In volume 6, the button combinations just left out and replaced with the cliche hidden shit, which contained 4 more games and 2 new trailers. Yeah, such as Toomba, PlayStation Underground, and Pitfall 3D. Yeah, we even see the games that we already saw since volumes 4 and 5, but they have new shit right here. Volume 7 came different, and it just lasted up to volume 11. Yeah, and in volume 7 through 11, you see that these 4 games were appeared. Yeah, 4 at a time, and some of them are trailers. And it also depends on how many pages that the PlayStation developers have left, or have on each release. And there's something different between these 2 fucking different versions of the 3rd interactive demo disc release. Volume 3 has Tunnel B1 and the King of Fuckers. I'm sorry. The King of Fighters 1995 playable demos and a Project Horned Owl trailer. Yeah, the Project Horned Owl trailer. Shit. And the 3.5 version is the fucking same, but there are different alterations that are Rally Cross and NFL Game Day 1997 demos and a Carnage Heart trailer. So yeah, what you see is what you get. There are playable demos to see which games are good and which games are mediocre, or which games suck my fucking balls. So yeah, like the slogan said from one of those PlayStation Underground releases from the early 2000s, try 'em before you buy 'em. You are not ready. Live in your world, play in ours. Me, Myself, and Irene is a 2000 American black comedy film directed by the Farrelly brothers, and starring Jim Carrey, Renee Zellweger, Chris Cooper, Robert Forster, Richard Jenkins, Daniel Green, Anthony Anderson, Gerard Mixon, and Mongo Brownlee. So yeah, let's get on with it. Charlie Billy Gates is a veteran Rhode Island state trooper who has been taken advantage of by those around him, including his wife Layla. Almost immediately after their wedding, Layla begins to cheat on Charlie with their wedding limo chauffeur, a dwarf black man named Shantae with a genius-level IQ. Despite his friends warning him of Layla's infidelity, Charlie refuses to accept it even after she gives birth to biracial triplets, who also appear to be geniuses. A few days later, Layla leaves with Shantae, abandoning her children and her husband, Charlie. Wow, how fucking heartbreaking. I cannot believe that Layla did this to Charlie. So yeah, Charlie raises the triplets, Jamal, Lee Harvey, and Shantae Jr. So yeah, while Charlie is loved and respected by the boys, he is continually abused by the rest of the town. As a result of such treatment, Charlie develops a split personality named Hank to deal with the confrontations Charlie avoids. Emerging whenever Charlie is under extreme stress, Hank is an over-the-top rude and violent persona reminiscent of characters played by Clint Eastwood. Yep, including Dirty fucking Harry. A psychiatrist prescribes medication to keep Hank at bay. Believing that Charlie needs a vacation, commanding officer orders him to escort Irene Waters from Rhode Island to Massena, New York. He came because she reportedly committed a hit and run. Irene insists the accusation is a lie told by Dickie, her mob-connected ex-boyfriend, to keep her from revealing his illegal activities to the authorities. Alright, Charlie and Irene return to Rhode Island, developing a bond along the way. Though Irene is taken by Charlie's personality, Hank worries her, as his aggressive personality and overestimation of his own toughness often gets him into trouble. Along the way, they pick up Whitey, an albino waiter who claims to have killed his entire family. While stopping at a motel, Hank convinces Irene to have sex with him by impersonating Charlie. Holy fucking hell. Charlie and Irene leave Whitey at the motel and board a train back to Rhode Island. Dickie boards the same train, having been ordered by his superiors to get his hands dirty. He kidnaps Irene, and Charlie gives chase, working together with Hank to save her. Hank balks when Dickie heads onto a bridge, but Charlie finally stands up for himself against his fears, thus permanently nullifying Hank. As Charlie tries to disarm Dickie, Dickie shoots off his thumb. Oh fuck! That is one of the most painful shit I've ever seen in a comedy film. Oh fuck! Ain't that a bitch? Ah, it hurts like a fucking bitch. Dickie is then hit from behind a lawn dart thrown by Whitey, killing him, and Charlie and Irene fall from the bridge into a river below. Charlie's sons arrive to rescue them. Regrouping with Whitey, Charlie apologizes for making him kill again, but Whitey reveals he made up his backstory for fear of Hank. The police arrive, but quickly learned of Irene's plight. Gerke and Beauchene are arrested. Charlie is congratulated for bringing them to justice, and Irene is cleared of the charges against her. Irene prepares to leave Rhode Island when she is pulled over by the police. But this proves only to be a diversion to allow Charlie to propose marriage to her, which she happily accepts. In the post-credits scene, everyone looks for Charlie's thumb in the river. Whitey finds it. Hey, I think I found a thumb. But a fish eats it. False alarm. Damn it, Whitey!
So in conclusion, the Ultra Flareon with Let's Play and live stream gameplays with Plotagon videos, mixing up with all 11 PlayStation Interactive demo discs, and a gentleman who has an inner schizophrenia. That's the 3 things that we would enjoy with. Oh wait, I'm one of them. These 2 things are so enjoyable as hell. Well peeps, it's been fun having me in this episode along with Artada. Yeah, see you all peeps later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Mason and I for videos more to come.
The Whitest Kids You Know is an American sketch comedy troupe best known for their television program of the same name. The group consists of Trevor Moore, Sam Brown, Timmy Williams, Darren Trumater, and Zach Kreger, though the actors occasionally appear in their sketches. And what do I gotta say about that? This is one of the best comedy shows that I've ever seen in any comedy show ever. So anyways, let's dive into this masterpiece. The Whitest Kids began in 1999 when Trevor Moore, a young comedian from Charlottesville, Virginia, transferred to New York School of Visual Arts film program. Trevor previously produced a local TV sketch comedy show in Virginia titled The Trevor Moore Show, but it was later canceled. After making the rounds at local New York City comedy clubs, he eventually met fellow SVA film student Sam Brown from Massachusetts and SVA graphic design student and actor Zach Kreger from Arlington, Virginia. So I guess there are 2 different cities that name Arlington. Yeah, the one other from Texas. By chance, all 3 lived in the same dormitory. According to an IFC interview, Trevor Moore says that the group's name originated during a freestyle rapping session on the subway, when one of their friends said, "You guys are the whitest kids I know." That's awfully generous of that person who was at the subway. Yeah, way to Way to bright up the shit. The troupe started off as an officially sanctioned club at School of Visual Arts. During the years, WKUK included horror writer and director John Koval, Oliver Lyons, Anthony Mayer, and singer Tina Tiongson. Timmy Williams also joined in late 2001 and was the only member at the time who did not attend SVA. The Whitest Kids You Know held near monthly free shows at SVA's amphitheater, which would frequently fill to capacity. Finally, in 2003, as Trevor approached graduation, the group separated officially from the school, and all but Sam, Trevor, and Zach and Timmy left the troupe. Darren Trumeter, an actor and filmmaker who had worked previously with Zach, was then added at the same year. Started in 2003, the reinvented troupe started touring the various comedy venues in New York City, concluding in early 2005 with a well-attended show at Carolyn's, a famous stand-up comedy club in Times Square. Oh, ain't that fucking crazy. What a good time they have. In 2005, the group began working with noted comedy producer Jim Bitterman. In early 2006, Jim and the Whitest Kids sold the show to the Fuse Network after the Whitest Kids won the Best Sketch Group Award at the Aspen Comedy Festival. The production of the first season took place in New York City during the summer of 2006. And the first season was premiered in March 2007. It was an instant hit for Fuse, and the show was picked up for a second season immediately. However, due to what Fuse perceived as extreme comedy, the second season order came with limitations on content. Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know what would Fuse do. The group considered walking away from the pickup order over the new content restrictions. Then former head of Fuse programming Jennifer Caserta left to become the general manager of the IFC network and brought the Whitest Kids along with her to IFC. At the time, Fuse and IFC were both part of Rainbow Media. The Rainbow Media executives that felt that the Whitest Kids program was more appropriate for IFC than Fuse. So they approved the switch. Well, ain't that fucking crazy. That's a little bit confusing too. Okay, so on July 12, 2007, Trevor posted a message on the Whitest Kids official website stating that the second season of the Whitest Kids would move on to the independent film channel. Well, yeah. Shooting for season 2 on the show started on August 13, 2007 and debuted on IFC in February 10, 2008. The first season was released in February 5th, which is like 5 days before the season 2 debut. It was, the first season was uncensored on DVD. However, IFC started to air uncensored episodes from season 1 just 2 months before the DVD release. So yeah, anyway peeps, so there are only 10 episodes on each season, but season 3 just had 20 episodes. But IFC and the Whitest Kids have done the Adult Swim standards Adult Swim standards of a 10-minute episode, like, take this as an example. Robot Chicken and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, just did the 10-minute episode. Yeah, could you imagine that? Yeah, way to think of Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, IFC. So, what I gotta tell you. Yeah, the sketches are really funny. Some of the sketches are fucking cringeworthy, and some of them are not so funny, and some of them are, seems really awfully generous. Oh yeah, they also put music videos on it too, like Wake Up the Neighbors, Triumph of the Ill. We gonna make love until you wake up, bitch. God Wants You to Wear a Hat. Yeah, God Wants You to Wear a Hat music video is one of the best music videos from the Whitest Kids that I've ever listened to, because it had heavy metal riffs in the motherfucker. Oh, fucking hell. Well, that sure is awesome. Well, we sure love to see one of our favorite sketches from the Whitest Kids. Yeah, the third season was premiered in January 27, 2009. It was composed of 10 30-minute episodes as well as 20 15-minute episodes. The fourth season went back to the way it was, which is in seasons 1 and 2, continuing with the 10 to 30-minute and 20 to 15-minute episode formats. And the fifth season premiered on August 15th. Yeah, fourth season was started on June 11th and April 15th on the fifth season, but it was sadly the final season of the show. A format of 10 half-hour episodes remains, with each episode ending with a segment of the Civil War on drugs. And the saddest part for season 5 is the show was censored at certain times of the day, including removing stronger sexual language such as fuck and censoring any nudity, despite promises that it would remain unedited. Well, that really fucking blows that the Whitest kids became no more, which was back in June 17th, 2011. Yeah, that's fucking sad, I know. So, on May 6, 2020, Trevor Moore started a short-lived internet series during the COVID-19 pandemic called Trevor Moore's Quarantine Show. And it was called the official WKUK, so, which means that the Whitest kids are back in action, which is on YouTube, and they've started to upload sketches that they have done during the Whitest kids' years. So what I gotta say, those characters are fucking funny. They really did good at acting, and we sure did have a kick-ass time watching all 60 episodes in there. Yeah, I'm really proud of you, Whitest kids. You guys are the best actors I've ever met. So in conclusion, I recommend the WKUK. Trevor Moore and the Whitest kids have spent over 5 to 6 years of sketch comedy development on national television, that is Fuse and IFC. And it's good to see them return by joining YouTube on this official WKUK channel. If you guys do not like this show, alright, that's okay. Okay, so the Cyberpod Mark II's Angry Dominican Kid series is one of the funniest web series that Cyberpod ever developed. Yeah, next to the Downfall Hitler parodies. So anyways, let's get into this laughing shit. So, while you're looking at these images full of screenshots that I took from my phone, I'll show you, or I'll tell you, how did it started and how is it funny and other shit. Okay, so Cyberpod Mark II's Angry Dominican Kid show was started back in September 21st, 2017. Starting with this episode of Ronald Ramirez trying out the EMA 300. Yeah, it is remade and other shit. Ronald buys EMA 300, but he's trying to find games in his laptop. After he smashed it and his dad got angry and beats up Ronald and he got grounded. There's a lot of shit that you shouldn't find out or at least stay away from. Like destroying the EMA 300, skipping school, and Angry Dominican Kid's dad going berserk. Searching a possessed page. Wait a minute, was the YouTube 666 channel was real or was it a myth? Yeah, there's some funny shit right here, man. The Angry Dominican Kid sounds of raging, along with the Angry German Kid, where he plays the Ace of Spades game, getting expelled. Look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ronald Ramirez's father was forced him to wear girls' clothes. Oh, fuck. Oh, how fucking humiliating, man. There's a Revenge of the Mutant Camels. And what the fuck? Another fucking girl's uniform? Are you fucking with me? Alright. So I don't know what's gone into him. So yeah, the Angry Dominican must have had mental problems and having various refusals of doing what he is supposed to do. He also worked at McDonald's. Yeah, I could tell because of Harmon Goring's fat ass. Refusing to take his orders. Insulting them. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. And then also playing Road Rash and doesn't act like a professional on it. I don't know, what's the problem of this man? You crash our motorbikes? Well, you should have kept your eyes on the fucking road unfocusedly, man. Alright, take that, you piece of shit. Okay, I'm losing my sanity instantly. Okay, I see where that goes. Yeah, he also, destroys fucking presents that he doesn't want. I don't know why they do that. Oh yeah, and also that Cyberpod Mark II, did the best he could to make it perfect with those different backgrounds like snow replacing the grass. And some Photoshop and editing transitions and blue screen of death acts. Like this one that the Windows was fixing to be the blue screen of death after restarting. Or even worse, the computer getting possessed by the fucking devil. Oh boy, this is some fucking shit right here. Damn, that virus turns my screen into red version. It must be Sonic.exe. Ronald Ramirez picked up White's Intel. Holy shit, is that the new Ace of Spades game that I see? Oh shit, the fucking possessed version of the first Microsoft computer. Oh, he's gonna have fucking crazy nights. So yeah, hear the sound of the angry Dominican kid if you don't know him. Alright. So yeah, here it is. Start the computer, motherfucker. Yeah, the lower pitch voice must be his father. Oh yeah, he did some fucking background. Yeah, he did search images and also did role-playing shit. Yeah, just like the Angry German Kid 82 used to do. Yeah, they just have crazy adventures to go on. And sometimes they're doing some generic shit. Like cutting school and going to McDonald's and playing Revenge of the Mutant Camels and... Oh my god, there's so many to count. Oh my god. Nothing gets any better than this shit. Just like the rest of the shows that we'd like to see in the other web series that we like. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my shit. What has this got to do? Oh, this is fucking good shit. There's some good stuff right here, Ronald. Oh, fucking alright. You did a great job doing this. Yeah, he did Christmas specials and other occasions that has something to do with them. Oh, is that Ronald's mother talking shit? Talking shit to his husband, to his dad. So, oh my god. I remember the Google Plus page. Yeah, we sure missed this website. Ain't that right, peeps? Oh yeah, and he also did a great job of making characters the part of it. And I gotta say, that show is fucking funny as hell if you think about it. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that fucking camel looks badass too. Oh jeez. Okay, that's really good. So in conclusion, I wonder how much that you peeps like this web series. So yeah, the Angry Dominican Kid show is really funny as hell with with those animated and editing transitions that Cyberpod Mark II developed. Even the grammars, yeah, the spelling errors. Well, that still doesn't count as keeping ourselves from watching them. So yeah, it is real funny as hell and adventurous. So yeah, go ahead and watch this web series that Cyberpod Mark II developed if they have the chance. Oh man. Since the 2021 sequel of Coming to America is coming next month on Amazon Prime, why don't we start saluting to a 1988 film starring Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall? It's a romantic comedy film, but to me it's like a buddy and a romantic comedy film in this shit. So yeah, Coming to America was released on June 29th, 1988, 1 month before Clint Eastwood's fifth and final installment of the Dirty Harry franchise, that is the Deadpool. So Prince Hakeem Joffer, or Prince Hakeem Hofer, I don't know, I never heard the last name right. Well, whatever. Prince Hakeem, the crown prince of the fictional African nation of Zamunda, who travels to Queens, New York in the USA, in the hopes of finding a woman he can marry. Come on, peeps, let's get into it. In the wealthy African nation of Zamunda, Crown Prince Hakeem grows weary of his pampered lifestyle on his 21st birthday and wishes to do more for himself. Yep, just like one of those typical... Well, actually, most of these typical fucking people who've done them by themselves after they were raised by their parents. Yeah, but Hakeem was treated like a fucking prince and a king or something. But, okay. When his parents, King Hafe or Jaffe and Queen Alonian, present him with an arranged bride-to-be, Hakeem takes action, seeking an independent woman who loves him for himself and not his social status. Hakeem and his best friend and personal aside, Semi. Yeah, Semi, not Semi. Semi. Okay, they travel to New York City borough of Queens and rent a squalid tenement in the neighborhood of Long Island City under the guise of poor foreign students. Being their search for Hakeem's bride, they end up being invited by some locals to a rally that is raising money for the inner city. During the rally, Hakeem encounters Lisa McDowell, who possesses all the qualities he is looking for, and upon his insistence, he and Semi get entry-level jobs working at the local fast food restaurant called McDowell's, a McDonald's knockoff owned by widower Cleo McDowell, Lisa's father. Okay, a few moments after Daryl is driving Lisa to quit working with her father at McDowell's. Yeah, meanwhile, that shit, it appears that some robber, or a burglar or robber, was holding hostage with a fucking shotgun. And you know who was played by? Yeah, let me give you the recognized face. He is a black guy and has an afro. And who was played Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction. You guessed it, it's Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. Oh man, I was really thrilled that I seen him in there the first time as a fucking robber. So yeah, well, while he's keeping people hostage and kept threatening the employees to hurry up, Hakeem and Semi saved the day and by stopping the burglar from robbing the fucking McDowell's. Freeze, you deceased rhinoceros pizzle. Thank God that the thief will never come back afterwards. Okay, Hakeem's attempts to win Lisa's love are complicated by Lisa's lazy and obnoxious boyfriend Daryl Jenkins, whose father owns Soul Glow, after Daryl announces their engagement without Lisa's consent. To their families, she starts dating Hakeem, who claims that he comes from a family of poor goat herders. Sorry about that. Meanwhile, although Hakeem thrives on hard work and learning how commoners live, Semi is not comfortable with living in such meager conditions. Oh yeah, fucking filthy ass shithouse that they've been there. What a fucking poor decision that Akeem made. After a dinner date with Lisa, it is thwarted when Semi furnishes their apartment with a hot tub and other luxuries. Akeem confiscates his money and donates it to two homeless men, Mortimer and Randolph. Semi wires a telegraph to King Jaffe for more money, prompting the Joffers to travel to Queens and expose his identity as a prince. My son Wax? Cleo, initially disapproving of Akeem as he did not want to see his daughter with a poor man, becomes ecstatic when he discovers that Akeem is actually an extremely wealthy prince after being introduced by the Joffers. When Akeem discovers that his parents have arrived in the United States, he and Lisa take shelter at the McDowell residence, where Cleo welcomes them, after Cleo's bond with Akeem is ruined by Daryl's unexpected arrival. Lisa later becomes angry and confused that Akeem lied to her about his identity. Ah! Akeem explains that he wanted her to love him for who, not what he is, even offering to renounce his throne, but Lisa, still hurt and angry, refuses to marry him. Despondent, Akeem resigns himself to the arranged marriage, but as they leave, Jaffe is reprimanded by Leon for clinging to outdated transitions instead of thinking of his son's happiness. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Well, yeah, arranged marriage is not fucking good, you know. At the wedding procession, a still heartbroken Akeem becomes surprised when he is revealed bride to be his Lisa herself. Following the ceremony, they ride happily in a carriage to the cheers of Zamundans. Witnessing such splendor, Lisa is both surprised and touched by the fact that Akeem would have given it up just for her. Akeem offers again to abdicate if she does not want this life, but Lisa playfully declines. Oh boy, I sure love a motherfucking happy ending. Way to end this shit real good. So in conclusion, this is the most funniest and enjoyable comedy motion picture I have ever watched. Eddie Murphy has made us laugh with so many characters alongside with Arsenio Hall. Yep, especially that fucking barber. You must be out of your goddamn mind! Ah, you rat bastard. Yeah, the rest of the members of this movie did a good job too. No wonder why this funny as hell movie was a commercial success. If you guys like Eddie Murphy and his movies, this shit is the one for you. Burger King is an American multinational chain of hamburger fast food restaurants, headquartered in Miami-Dade County, Florida. The company was founded in 1953 as Insta Burger King, a Jacksonville, Florida-based restaurant chain. So yeah, this is one of those restaurants that I fucking love so fucking much. Yep, it's one of those restaurants that makes me feel satisfied, and my taste buds feel satisfied as well. Come on, peeps, let's get on into this shit. Alright, peeps, so the type of Burger King is subsidiary, an industry is a restaurant, and a genre is fast food. So the predecessor is Insta Burger King, and it was founded 68 years ago. Yeah, that's 1953. And Burger King in 1954. Huh, isn't that a little bit confusing to you peeps? Yeah, if you're thinking about their different names. Alright, my fellow peeps, let's get on with the story. The 1970s were the golden age of the company's advertising, but beginning in the early 1980s, Burger King advertising began losing focus. A series of less successful advertising campaigns created by a procession of advertising agencies continued for the next 2 decades. In 2003, Burger King hired the Miami-based advertising agency Crispin Porter and Bogoski, which completely recognized or reorganized its advertising with a series of new campaigns centered. The predecessor to Burger King was founded in 1953 in Jacksonville, Florida, as Insta Burger King. After visiting the McDonald brothers' original store locations in San Bernardino, California, the founders and owners Keith J. Kramer and his wife's uncle Matthew Burns, who had purchased the rights to 2 pieces of equipment called Insta Machines, opened their first restaurants. Their production model was based on one of the machines they had acquired, an oven called Insta Broiler. This strategy proved to be so successful that they later required all of their franchises to use the device. After the company flattered in 1959, it was purchased by its Miami, Florida franchisees James McLemore and David R. Edgerton. They initiated a corporate reconstructing of the chain, first renaming the company Burger King. They ran the company as independent entity for 8 years straight. Okay, Burger King's menu has expanded from a basic offering of our burgers, french fries, sodas, and milkshakes to a larger and more diverse set of products. In 1957, the Whopper became the first major addition to the menu, and it has become Burger King's signature product since. Conversely, Burger King has introduced many products which failed to catch the hold in the marketplace. Some of these failures in the United States have seen success in foreign markets, where Burger King has also tailored its menu for regional tastes. So yeah, I could think of something that's not worth a shit, which is the fucking mac and Cheetos and the fucking McChicken Whopper that the angry grandpa just ate, claiming that it's a chicken shit. A chicken Whopper. Don't call it a goddamn burger! It's a chicken Whopper, it's a chicken shit! Burger King starts on chicken shit! Fucking chicken shit. Alright, so, yeah, there are a few logos of Burger King throughout the 1980s and the 2000s. So, yeah, I've seen that there is a new Burger King sign that was used near the end of 2020. So I guess I'll let you take a look of it on this thumbnail. When the predecessor of Burger King first opened in Jacksonville in 1953, its menu consisted predominantly of basic hamburgers, french fries, soft drinks, milkshakes, and desserts. After being acquired by its Miami, Florida franchisees and renamed to its current moniker in 1954, BK began expanding the breadth of its menu by adding the Whopper sandwich in 1957. This 4-ounce, 110 grams of hamburger was created by Burger King's new owners, James McLemore and David Edgerton. So, what do I got to say about the burgers itself? Well, yeah, the Whoppers are really meaty and they're fresh broiled. Yeah, they're cooked broiled and they have good cheese. They even have chicken fries and the sea salt fries. Well, yeah, the salt fries taste alright, but it really needs a little more salt in this bitch. Well, yeah, the beverages seem satisfying too. And the desserts, it really kicks in your taste buds right there. So yeah, some of the sandwiches, well, actually most of the sandwiches were successful, and some of them went downright bullshit. Yeah, just like the chicken Whopper and the mac and Cheetos. But what do I gotta say? Yeah, the burger's really tasty, but the price is somewhat expensive. But there are good deals though, which is 2 sandwiches for $5 and other shit. And they used to have a 10 nuggets for $1 deal. Yeah, the 2 for $5. 2 sandwiches for $5. Yeah, that's really a perfect deal, and I recommend that if you insist of that. Oh yeah, they also accept coupons where you have to pay 1 Whopper and get 1 for free, and 2 chicken subs. Yeah, chicken subs for like $5. And yeah, there's various coupons that you like to try out. Even the breakfast menus are really good too. Couldn't get enough of that. Oh yeah, that sure is one hell of a restaurant, even though the prices could be somewhat pricey. But it's really satisfied on your taste buds right there. So in conclusion, I recommend Burger King. Yeah, it is one of the best, most successful burger fast food joints next to McDonald's and Jack in the Box. Yeah, nobody want to miss the fucking taste of burger where the taste is king. Yeah, have it your way, peeps. Well, anyways, that's all I gotta say about Burger King. Until next time, this is Mason Velez signing off. Thanks for watching.
Well, peeps, I haven't known the user named American Officer, but I'll do my best to describe why this user isn't forever to be trusted. American Officer has over 1.6 thousand subscribers on his YouTube channel, and soon to reach 1.7 thousand. He has joined YouTube on August 30th, 2014, but didn't upload nothing until almost 3 years after he joined YouTube. Correct me if I'm wrong. His YouTube content has gone astoundingly well. The memes have sounded well, funny as hell, somewhat weird, and his memes are sometimes contain jump-scary creepypasta, or should I say, creepy-ass pasta? Yeah, I have seen that he made an angry German kid video playing a Super Happy Wheels Bros game, but it didn't have much views on it as expected. Oh well. Look at Squidward tentacles, or should I say, Squidward testicles? Getting scared and looked all fucked up when Evil Snowball, Noob, Rolton, Stickman, and other character dropping by his house. The memes like that could be repetitive and filled up with redundancy, but it sounds funny as fuck. Now then, his grounded videos could be entertaining, but I don't watch grounded videos that much in the Beyond territory, and some of his grounded videos don't seem that much good, but I ain't judging it. I don't like watching grounded videos out of real people either. Anyway, peeps, plus, his paintings from Microsoft Paint or whatever artistic painting media seems good, not bad, and done the best he can to make it perfect, so if you don't like his paintings, turn the other fucking cheek. And I don't have a damn clue if he ever does modifications or shit like that, because I can tell by his videos that is somewhat three-dimensional kind of shit. Some of his video has reached its popularity that has over 10,000 views, such as If Herobrine Was Grounded Forever, Little Caesars Gets Held Back, 8 Male Troublemakers Getting Grounded, 11 More Getting Grounded, etc. And his most popular video is Mario.exe Jump Scare. This video has over 222,000 views, and it must be the one scariest jump scare video of all of his ear-raping and jump scaring videos he made. Anyways, that's all I can think of. His content is great, and so are his pictures he made. The United States of America, commonly known as the United States, or just America, is a country primarily located in North America right between Mexico and Canada. This country has consisting of 50 states, a federal district, 5 major self-governing territories and various possessions. At 3.8 million square miles, also 9.8 million square kilometers, it is the world's third or fourth largest country by total area. With a population of more than 328 million people, it is the third most populous country in the world. The national capital is Washington, D.C., and the most populous city is New York City. Consider yourselves lucky who lives in New York City. The Declaration of Independence was existed back on July 4, 1776, and Confederation was started in March 1, 1781. Treaty of Paris, September 3, 1783. Constitution, June 21, 1788. Bill of Rights, September 25, 1789. Last state admitted, August 21, 1959, and the last amendment, May 5, 1992. Paleo-Indians migrated from Siberia to the North American mainland at least 12,000 years ago, and European colonization began in the 16th century. The United States emerged from the 13 British colonies established along the East Coast. Disputes over taxation and political representation with Great Britain led to the American Revolutionary War, which established independence. The US is a federal republic and a fucking representative democracy with 3 separate branches of government. Holy fuck, including a bicameral legislature. It is a founding member of the United Nations, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, Organization of American States, NATO, and other international organizations. And holy shit, it's a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Despite income and wealth disparities, the United States is a highly developed country and continuously ranks high in measures of approximately a quarter of global GDP and the world's largest economy by nominal GDP. By value, the US of A is the world's largest importer and the second largest exporter of goods, so the current president we're having is Joe Biden. Thank God that happened. So yeah, no matter what bad happens, I'm so fucking proud as all hell to be an American, although my nationality is Mexican along with it. So in conclusion, go subscribe to American Officer. I hope to God that he will be reaching 2,000 subs soon. His content is alright, but his popular videos are mostly enjoyable, especially the jump scary ones. Although that there are bad moments around this free country, it's mostly worth living here. I love this country as much as I love you guys and the rest of my family. Until next time, this is Mason Velez signing off. Thanks for watching. Anyway peeps, Nikita's main YouTube channel has over 600 subscribers, and he also has a few other channels. So let's see, shall we? His channel has grounded videos in there, along with new intros and outros on his videos, 64 bits, 32 bits memes that were originally sampled from the Tiger Games episode of The Angry Video Game Nerd. Nikita also made rants and salutes videos. The pictures he made for his banners and his profile seems great and truly inspiring as hell too. You would wonder how fucking badass he looks with his glasses. One of his videos have made it to the popularity side of his channel, such as the SpongeBob parody intro, The Best Day Ever in 17 different languages, and his popular video is the SpongeBob SquarePants episode Time Cards, because it reached up to over 180k views. Damn! What a huge ass hit. So until then, for Nikita's sake, we'll be waiting until Nikita Animations has finally reached 1,000 subscribers, and we will also be waiting until Sparkle Shine Gamer 2K7 reaches 1,000 subscribers as well.
Oh, you sure know how to catch a Sparkle Shine Gamer up like me on guard with that concept, Mason.
You sure got that damn shit straight, Kim. Anyway peeps, stay tuned for the next sketch on Plotagon Skits, where my crew and I celebrate Sparkle Shine Gamer 2K7's 1,000 subscriber party, and they will feature Kim and Steven Nguyen in there. Oh god, I hope that Boris the racist male Karen of a pencil neck doesn't come over to fuck this party up. Microsoft introduced an operating environment named Windows on November 20th, 1985. As a graphical operating system shell for MS-DOS in response to the growing interest in graphical user interfaces. Guess Microsoft Windows came to dominate the world's personal computer, or a fucking PC for short, market with over 90% market share, overtaking Mac OS, which had been introduced in 1984, while Microsoft has in 2020 lost its dominance of the consumer operating system market, with Windows down to 30%, lower than Apple's 31% mobile-only share in its home market, the US, and 32% globally, where Google's Android leads. Some updated software purchases are a success, and some of them, like the Microsoft Windows Millennium software, are so big fat ass fucking failure. So, the modeled monitors back in the day are so heavy as fuck! Damn! They're so fucking heavy as any old school models of a television. Wow, I assumed that this weighs approximately more than 40 to 50 pounds. What a pain in the ass to carry, but how can you resist? The monitors nowadays are slightly less heavier and more sufficient for carrying to whatever place you put without any bullshit trouble. Sometimes there are problems like errors, and the blue screen of death occurs when you delete the System32, because if you delete the System32, your computer will be malfunctioned and your ass will be fucked, so be careful what you're deleting when you're trying to free up some space. Oh yeah, the startups and shutdown sound effects gave you a nostalgic feeling every time you go watch those compilation videos on YouTube. Yeah, especially Windows 95, NT workstations, 98, 2000, XP, etc. Such great games to play such as 3D Pinball, Doom, Carmageddon, Road Rash, and so on. This kicks ass. Design work on the AK-47 began in 1945. It was presented for official military trials the following year, and in 1948 the fixed stock version was introduced into active service with selected units of the Soviet Army. An early development of the design was the axe, which was equipped with an underfolding metal shoulder stock. In early 1949, the Alaska was officially accepted by the Soviet Armed Forces and used by the majority of the member states of the Warsaw Pact. Early variants, issue of 1948 and 49, Type 1, the very earliest models, stamped sheet metal receiver, are now very rare. Issue of 1951, Type 2, has a milled receiver. Barrel and chamber are chrome-plated to resist corrosion. Issue of 1954 and 55, Type 3, lightened, milled receiver variant. Rifle weight is 7.7 pounds, axe, Types 1, 2 or 3 receiver. Featured a downward folding metal stock similar to that of the MP40 produced in Nazi Germany, for use in the restricted space in the BMP infantry combat vehicle, as well as by paratroops. When it comes to shooting range, the best shooters are able to hit a man-sized target at 875 yards within 5 shots, firing from prone or bench rest position, or 10 shots by standing. Well, those are some powerful guns, aren't they? And I almost forgot to tell you that AK-47 is officially known as Automat Kalashnikova. Night Scope Rail, modernized, a simplified, lighter version of the AK-47. Type 4 receiver is made from stamped and riveted sheet metal. A slanted muzzle device was added to counter climb and automatic fire. Rifle weight is almost 7 pounds due to the lighter receiver. This is the most ubiquitous variant of the AK-47, UCM's, underfolding stock version of the UCM intended for airborne troops. The Night Scope Rail, slotted flash suppressor and Night Scope Rail. The RPK, handheld machine gun version with longer barrel and bipod. The variants RPKS, RPKN, RPKL mirror UCM variants. The S variants have a side-folding wooden stock. Foreign variants Type 56. Chinese assault rifle based on AK-47, specifically Type 3 and UCM rifles. Still in production primarily for export markets. For the further developed Alaska models, see Kalashnikov rifles. So in conclusion, go subscribe to Nikita Animation if you enjoyed his videos. I bet you would enjoy them and help him reach his milestone to 1,000 subs. And the Microsoft Windows is the best computer technology that we have ever had since our past lives in making things better with Office experience, gaming, and so on. And as for the AK-47, well, if you have warrants, you would enjoy the feeling and the shooting sounds of it. But remember, do not ever take your gun experience in the wrong hands by abusing your authorities or other silly shit.
Come on, Mason. It's time to join Stephen Guyon's new house in Plotagon.
Okay then, Kim. I'll be right over. Until next time, this is Mason Velez signing off. Thanks for watching.
Knorr is a German food and beverage brand. It has been owned by the British-Dutch company Unilever since 2000. It produces dehydrated soup and meal mixes, bouillon, cubes, and condiments. And I gotta say, I remember the good times having Knorr soup, pastas, and other shit. Yeah, it's one of the best cuisine meals that I have ever enjoyed. I even liked that as a kid, and as an adult, I still love it now. So yeah, let's get into this fine cuisine of a masterpiece. High quality is our food philosophy, one that's been years in the making. Our story starts back in 1838 when Karl Heinrich Knorr opened the fucking factory in Heilbronn, Germany, supplying chicory to the coffee industry. Well, holy shit. He began to experiment with drying vegetables and seasonings to preserve nutrition and flavor. Those really kick ass. Leading in 1873 to the launch of the first Knorr dried soups across continental Europe. Well, damn peeps. Is this really the first illustrated picture of Knorr or what? This breakthrough ushered in a string of advancements, from the launch of the nutrients Erbswurst or pea soup in 1889, to our pioneering Knorr European sauce mix in 1908, creativity and innovation have been at the heart of everything our chefs do. In 1912, Knorr has introduced something really exciting, the first Knorr Bouillon Cube. Now families could enjoy delicious dishes at home without the need to make stock from scratch. Well, ain't that a doozy? This humble little product proved a hit. Just one example of how, with dedication and a lot of love, we always devour to help you cook better meals every day. Knorr is available around the world in every country. They pride themselves on a genuine understanding of local flavors, providing great tasting favorites and helping us sample authentic flavors from other cultures. Well, shit. That's a really kick-ass deal. In 1957, flagship Knorr brands like Bouillon or whatever the fuck it is, the cubes and soups were sold in 8 countries, and by 2000, Knorr products were sold in nearly 90 countries around the globe. This led us to an important milestone that same year when Knorr joined the Unilever family. Throughout the 20th century, they launched many exciting recipes throughout the world. Knorr soupy noodles in India, Knorr home-style stock in Canada, and the US Knorr soups across Europe and the rest of the world. In fact, Knorr products are now enjoyed by 320 million people every day. All still carry the iconic signature of Karl Heinrich Knorr, with whom it all began. Today, their kitchens are playgrounds to hundreds of real chefs, passionate experts who work together to home recipes that help you serve tasty meals time and again. Hell, even for every fucking day or every second for that matter. They always strive to discover new ways to make our meals memorable with clever ideas and products. They go to extraordinary lengths to get the best flavors from ingredients, and they embrace global cuisines. Our love of food is what drives us. Our aim is to help us create good, simple food that's full of flavor. It's this commitment to providing us with the highest quality food that now leads us to a new future, one that embraces sustainability. They're investing in new, more efficient processes and embracing the principles of sustainability right through their businesses from seed to spoon. It's not an easy path, but sourcing their ingredients responsibly helps to ensure that they can continue to provide our families the world over with great tasty, nutritious meals for years to come. And oh boy, is it a great history that just happened. Yes, the cuisine, the best one that just happened in food and soup industry history. And oh boy, haven't they really released such cubes and seasonings of Knorr. They even released some packets. Yeah, the big packets that are bigger than the packet of ketchup. Yeah, seasonings of chicken. Yeah, not just soups, chicken and fucking beef. Oh boy. Can't wait to stir that up for this bitch. They also had to do with rice and pastas. And I gotta say, even the prices are a really good deal because they're like $1 each on of the packets. Yeah, $1 on each packet. And they even made a big ass container. Yeah, like a container that is bigger than a Yoplait. A big Yoplait, which is like 2 pounds of it. Yeah, you could find them easily in any stores such as Walmart, Dollar General, Save a Lot, and other stores that you always go to. Yeah, man, that is really one good soup brands I've ever heard. So in conclusion, Knorr is one of the best soup companies I have ever heard as a kid. In this day, I still love it. Man, it makes me want to go hungry for it. And it also makes me want to cook some soups that has something to do with Knorr. I really recommend having some of that if you feel hungry for it. So yeah, I gotta say, this is the best soup company I have ever fucking heard. Alright, my fellow peeps, looks like that we have reached the final triple salute house episode for the whole season. And this time we're gonna splitting up to 3 parts, 1 episode at a time. So, yeah. Segment number 1 is going to be Friday, directed by F. Gary Gray, and segment number 2 is going to be next Friday, directed by Steve Carr, and segment number 3 is going to be Friday After Next, directed by Marcus Raboy. And what do I gotta think of these 3 Friday films? Well, yeah. These 3 Friday films are the best trilogy franchises I have ever heard since I started watching all 3 of them. It was funny as hell, it was really entertaining and fucking inspiring, and from any comedy films. Yeah, it's really funny as hell and you would enjoy it. But it's too bad that we lost such actors such as Bernie Mac, Tiny Zeus Lister Jr., John Witherspoon, Justin Pierce. Yeah. So anyways, anyway, my fellow peeps, let's get into them. Now we're starting off with Friday, the 1995 American stoner comedy film. Craig Jones, recently unemployed, spends Friday with his best friend Smokey, a small-time drug peddler. The pair smoked a brokered consignment of marijuana, which Smokey was tasked to sell for Big Worm. Anyways, Craig and Smokey went to Smokey's house just to smoke Big Worm's weed. His mother Joanne rats him out to get her a pack of cigarettes. When they go to the store, that petty thief and a homeless man Ezal came in the store too, but just to fake his injury with a bottle of malt liquor. And it was forced to leave with a beer bottle since he is so dramatic and the floor was not even wet. Yeah, he sure is begging for money, is he? Yeah, hey, thanks, Smokey. Yeah, thanks my ass. You better come by to my house and watch my fucking call. I'm serious. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with crack addicts nowadays. After the embarrassment, Craig and Smokey went back to their neighborhood. So Mrs. Betty Jones was on her way to work. Yeah, it just happened right after Mr. Willie Jones went to work, which is, yeah, he works at the dog catcher business. Yeah, the dog catching business. Do the dog catcher, dog catcher. Yeah, you do not worry about catching a dog. You better worry about a dog catching your ass. Damn, those are some fucking good, enjoyable lines from the original Friday film. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, after the embarrassment, Craig and Smokey are sitting in Craig's porch, smoking weed, and then the Pastor Cleaver came to see if Craig's parents are here, but they're both at work. So Pastor Cleaver went to do some get out thing with Miss Parker. Meanwhile, Craig and Smokey were telling a little story about what happened to Red Ass. So I won, give me my money. Well, what you talk about? I lost. Roll the dice. So Red was trying to get his bike back from Debo, but Debo punched Red and shouted at him, "That's my bike, punk!" And then Smokey said to him, "You got knocked the fuck out!" Oh, that was a classic line that no one would forget. Oh man, this movie really kicked ass, don't you think? Yo, what's up, Stanley? Well, fuck you then, punk. Okay, so Debo came over and get Smokey to burgle Stanley's house with him and forces Craig to be on the lookout. Man, I don't want to be involved with y'all. If you don't do it, I'd knock your ass. Hurry up. While that happens, the telephone rings, and Mr. Parker has caught Miss Parker with Pastor Cleaver, causing Mr. Parker to get pissed off and throws the brick at Pastor Cleaver's car as he drives away. And right after Craig answers the phone, and it was Joy who instantly hangs up and angrily hangs up the phone. Hello? After that happens, Craig has got Debo and Smokey out of Stanley's house. And Stanley gets a little bit irritated about his grass. And after that, yeah. And yeah, didn't y'all get nothing? Yeah, we got about $200, huh, Debo?
I got about $200.
Huh? I see that one of these days he's gonna kick his ass. Somebody's gonna kick his ass. Okay, so after this, they came in Craig's house, drank some Kool-Aid. Debbie came over to hook up Smokey with Rita, and Willie came back from work, getting fucked up by some dog, by a filthy ass stinking dog. I told you, I done told you. Like, you didn't tell me shit. And also, Craig and Smokey went back outside. As soon as Big Worm attempts to collect his money from Smokey, who inadvertently incriminates Craig, subjecting both to Big Worm's ultimatum, pay $200 no later than 10 p.m. that evening, or Smokey and Craig will be killed. You gonna kill me now? Like, get the fuck out of my face. Yo, fool! Where Craig at? Fool? Oh, he in the house. Hell no. Who is that bitch? Yo, who that bitch? And that's just Debbie from down the street. So? Yo, what's she doing here, man? Man, get the fuck in this house. Hurry up. Okay, Craig attempts to borrow money from a number of people, including his irritable girlfriend Joy, who refuses under the assumption Craig is being unfaithful with Felicia, a local drug addict. Ah, god damn it, Felicia. Okay, Craig retrieves a gun to walk Smokey home, but his father Willie implores him to resolve his issues without it. You win some, then you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day. Pull out your Duke, son. So yeah, taking an ass whooping is how you be like a man. So Smokey sells some drugs to Hector, a former smoking buddy, while Debo, the neighborhood bully, forces Smokey to... forces to get Debo... Okay, Smokey sells some drugs to Hector, a former smoking buddy, while Debo, the neighborhood bully, forces Red to give him $40. I thought you had $200. I do, but I want to spend Red's money. So instead, Debo took Red's chain. Why are you tripping, Debo? Shut up before I knock your ass out. Hey, man, that's messed up. Give him back his chain. What chain? Yeah, what chain? Okay, Smokey attempts to retrieve the money from Debo, who is asleep with Felicia at her house, but fails due to the interference from Ezel. Seeing Debo awake, the pair notice a car driving slowly and suspecting a drive-by shooting, hiding in Craig's room for the evening. After failing to contact Big Worm, they return outside, but they are forced to evade Big Worm's men as they start shooting. Holy fuck! Somebody better run for their fucking lives! Debbie confronts Debo for assaulting Felicia, assuming she was behind Smokey's attempted theft. Debo eventually assaults her, leading into a fist fight between him and Craig, with Craig knocking him unconscious, allowing Smokey to get the money. Other locals such as Red and Ezel retrieve their items. Well, yeah, I'm about to take your shoes. You can have your knife back, because I steal, I don't kill. Yeah, way to learn the fact that thou shalt not kill, Ezel. Okay, so Debbie tends to Craig's wounds, leading him to break up with Joy on the phone, while his father informs him his former supervisor called wanting him the following day. It's over, bitch! And then in the end, Smokey settles his debt with Big Worm, telling him he will no longer sell drugs and is set to enter rehabilitation, but breaks the fourth wall by saying, I was just bullshitting, and you know this, man! Next Friday is a 2000 American stoner comedy film and a sequel to the 1995 film Friday. It is the first film to be produced by Ice Cube's film production company Cube Vision. Come on, peeps, let's get on with it. In the aftermath of the events that took place in the first film, Smokey has entered rehab to cure his marijuana addiction. Meanwhile, rumors have been spreading that Devo, the neighborhood bully, will be breaking out of jail to get revenge on Craig. So Craig's father, Willie, decides that it would be safer for Craig to move to Rancho Cucamonga and live with his uncle Elroy, and cousin Day-Day, who had won the lottery and were able to afford a nice house in the middle-class neighborhood. Elroy spends his days consuming large amount of marijuana and making sex tapes with his wife, Auntie Sugar, while Day-Day works at a record store and tries to avoid his pregnant ex-girlfriend Dwana and her violent sister Baby D. Oh, come on, brother, you can't quit me. I'm pregnant with your baby. That ain't my baby. This is my baby right there, man. Bitch, you just keep. I got your bitch right there. Oh, God. Yeah. Take it, brother. Hey, you shut your mouth, little punk. You just wait until Baby D comes here and she gonna fuck you up. Sorry about that, peeps. I know it was too much. Okay, fuck, man. Okay, back to the shit. Day-Day shows Craig around the house and neighborhood, introducing to him to his neighbor, Miss Ho Kim. Oh, Kim, motherfucker. While there, they witness another neighborhood family. Joker and his two brothers return home in their lowrider. Yeah, his two brothers, Lil Joker and Baby Joker. Day-Day explains to Craig that actually, after winning the lottery, all the taxes and fees that were taken out only left them with enough to buy their house and car. However, a mailman delivers delinquency notice that their house could be repossessed, but Day-Day is running late for work and unable to bring it to his dad's attention first. Oh, fuck. Okay, Craig joins his aunt and uncle for a joint which is strong enough to make him pass out, and later goes to visit Day-Day at work. Motherfucker, big motherfucker! The fuck is this? I am motherfucker! Hey, can I help you? What is this? Huh? This is rock! I can't get jiggy with this shit! What's that pig manager, that big motherfucker? The manager's not here, sir. So what can I do that? Bullshit, motherfucker! Now you better give me my money now, and I got no damn receipt. Well, can you see the, let me see the CD? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! It's John Place. I can give you with this. Get your ass up out of here. I'm just a bitch ass brother. Man, that Jamaican dude is so funny as fuck. Man, I really gotta give props to that. Man, I fucking love him. No homo. Okay, anyways. A customer comes into a store that I mentioned, attempts to scam Day-Day out of money by returning a broken CD. Yep, that's just I have imitated. So, Craig arrives and sees a customer harassing Day-Day, and Craig immediately gets tired of the customer and throws him out of the store. Yep, that is angry customers in a nutshell for you peeps. Okay, so anyway, Day-Day finds Dwana vandalizing his car with Baby D for the second time that day and attempts to confront them, only to be physically attacked by Baby D. Man, you don't know anything about Baby D, man. The year 2000 snacks. Pinky arrives at the store finding that it has been locked up while Day-Day and his friend, co-worker Roach are in the back. An armed scuffle with Craig in which Pinky mistook him for a robber. The former gangs the upper hand and holds Pinky's gun on him. Man, what's up, baby? What's up, man? Okay, the number's in the safe. It's for... Shut up! Attempting to explain that he's Day-Day's cousin, when Day-Day returns to confirm this, Pinky fires both him and Roach. What you gotta fire me for? You Bobby Womack. Oh, I heard that. Say it again. Say it again. Say something. Say something else, brother. Okay, Craig and Day-Day and Roach then try to figure out how to resolve the delinquency issue so they can keep their house. Craig remembers seeing one of the Joker brothers carrying a hydraulic pump from their car inside, suspecting that they may be hiding cash inside. Yeah, Day-Day said that, yeah, there's air. Something better than air. Craig convinces Day Day and Roach to help him get inside the Joker's house and see what's inside the pump. The trio drug the Joker's guard dog Chico with the edible Roach had given them, rendering the dog unconscious, which is the fucking brownie. Yeah, a bong or bullshit brownie. Yeah, it is a brownie. Right after Chico ate the bologna. Yeah, Chico ate the bologna and the brownies. Craig then sneaks into the Joker's house while the three brothers are partying with the girls they brought home. Craig locates the pump and confirms that drug cache is hidden inside, taking some for himself, narrowly avoiding detection by the eldest Joker. He slips into Carla's room while he flirts with her before escaping out of her upstairs window. Meanwhile, worried that Craig is taking too long, Day Day and Roach knocked on the Joker's front door, which is answered all three brothers armed with handguns and an assault rifle. We just came here to borrow some sugar. Does it look like a 7-Eleven to you? Do I have a fucking dot on my forehead? No, you don't, so fuck you, my friend. Okay, the brothers take Day Day and Roach hostage while trying to figure out what happened to their money. After learning that Craig could be in trouble, Willie returns to the neighborhood while unknowingly hauling Devo and his younger brother Tyrone in his truck. Better call on Tyrone! Ow! Sorry about that. Okay, both having been tracking Craig down all day after they escaped from prison so Devo can have revenge on him. When Craig returns to Elroy's house inquiring of the whereabouts of Day Day and Roach, he, along with Willie and Elroy, deduce that they are still in the Joker Brothers' house. They then form a plan to get the two out while Auntie Sugar informs them that if they aren't back in 10 minutes, she'd be calling the proper authorities. Trio then sneaks into the backyard of the Joker's house as Baby Joker is sent into the tool shed and get a chainsaw. While he was directed to retrieve, Willie knocks him out with a 2x4. You got knocked the fuck out. This then lures out Lil Joker, who Elroy and what the fuck? Okay, tackling him while also hurting his back. Oh, goddamn. Willie then ties both of the younger Jokers up and puts them in the shed. Joker grows impatient and goes out to look for his brothers and notices Elroy still laying on the ground. This distraction is enough for Craig to engage him in a fist fight with Joker. As Craig has Joker distracted, Elroy recovers enough to free Day Day and Roach from their bondage. As soon as the duo is free, they try their best to help Craig in his fight with Joker. But then the latter gains the upper hand and is about to shoot the trio before Devo appears behind him and knocks him out. He then acquires the assault rifle and is about to enact his revenge on Craig. But Chico arrives and bites him in the arm to incapacitate him. Soon after, the police arrive and arrest all three Joker brothers on drug charges and rearrested Devo and Tyrone for their prison break. Craig hands the cash from the pump over to Day Day and his uncle so they can pay off their debt and keep their house. And then Craig returns home with his dad, having learned the suburbs aren't any safer than the hood. During the end, Dwana and Baby D came back with another brick and fucking throw a brick on Day Day's back car window. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, that ends well. Another problem gone, another problem solved. Yeah, Craig sure is glad to be back in the South Central. Yeah. Friday After Next is a 2002 American stoner comedy film directed by Marcus Robboy and starring Ice Cube and Mike Epps. Yeah, Ice Cube is also the writer of the fucking film. It is the third and latest installment of the Friday series. The film was theatrically released on November 22nd, 2002. Alright peeps, now let's get this over with in this motherfucker. Okay. It is Christmas Eve around 3 in the fucking morning. Yeah, the film begins when a robber disguised as Santa Claus breaks into Craig and Day Day's apartment at 3:37 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Craig fights the robber, trashing their apartment while making frantic but futile attempts to wake Day-Day up. The robber escapes with Craig and Day-Day's Christmas presents, and especially the rent money. The same morning, the police come over to get a report. After the police leave and confiscated their marijuana plant, Craig and Day-Day are confronted by their landlady, Miss Purley, who warns them that if the two do not pay their week's overdue rent by the end of the day, she will evict them. That's today! It's today, you motherfuckers are gonna kick in. Yeah, you gotta get them lined up, Miss Purley. Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it. Okay, furthermore, she promises to send her homosexual ex-convict son, Damon, who just got out of prison after 12 years, after them if they do not pay in a timely manner. The same day, Craig and Day-Day get jobs as top-flight security guards from Molly, the property manager and owner of a notoriously squad-lit donut shop and a shopping center that they are assigned to patrol. Holy Moly's Donut Shop. Yeah, so-called top-flight security guards. They're not the security top-flight security guards of the world. They're Craig and Day-Day. The shopping center is also the home of a barbecue rib restaurant called Bro's Barbecue, owned by the cousins' fathers, Willie and Elroy. Barbecue tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Shortly after they come on duty, the power of being a security guard goes to Day-Day's head, and he begins hassling shoppers left and right, forcing Craig to reel him in and keep him in line. Oh, whoa, Day-Day, you can't talk to these old-ass ladies like that. Wait, what? Wait a minute, bitch. No, I ain't no motherfucking convict. Don't you touch me, don't you push me. Oh, motherfucker. Alright, ladies, we're going to church, and we're going to pray for these brothers. Have mercy for us. So joy to the world. Somebody grab Mama Foo. Okay, the two and Elroy are then robbed at assumed gunpoint by the same robber who burglarized their apartment and subsequently chase him down, but are unable to catch him. Later that day, the two meet Donna and her pimp Money Mike, who run a fledgling shop called Pimps and Hoes. Yeah, it's a fucking clothing store. Soon after, a couple of baseheads pull off a scheme to try to shoplift from Money Mike's store, but Craig and Day-Day catch them both and turn them over to the police. Woman, I can't believe you did this. I'm appalled. You ain't Paul. You're a brother that steals. Okay, Mike offers them a cash reward, but Craig refuses it and instead invites him to his and Day-Day's Christmas Eve party and Bro's Barbecue as the adults entertain some of the neighborhood children while dressed up as Christmas figures. Willie and Elroy begin having trouble with some of them due to their bad attitudes. One of them kicks Elroy. He retaliates by taking out his belt and starts a series of ass whooping the children. Oh fuck, now that's just worse than before. Then shortly after Molly gives Craig and Day-Day a lunch break, a gang of thugs, supposedly the grandsons of some of the carolers that were chased off by Day-Day for loitering in front of the corner store, chase after Craig and Day-Day. After failing to catch them, the gang members proceed to beat up Molly for supposedly hiding them, resulting in Craig and Day-Day, who witnessed the entire ordeal, throwing away their uniforms and quitting after witnessing what happened to Molly. And this later causes Molly to confront and fire them on the spot due to Molly's accusing them of lazing around and allowing him to be beaten. Even though they were just given a lunch break. Wow, that's fucking hypocritical of you, Molly. As revenge, Willie rats Molly out of the Department of Health, whose inspectors then proceed to chase him around the shopping center when he runs away. Help! Help me, please! Somebody, help me, please! Ah! Okay, after that, and later that night, Craig and Day-Day convert their Christmas Eve party to a rent party to recoup of their stolen rent money and stay in their apartment. Day-Day's old boss, Pinky, later shows up. Merry Christmas, Jingle Bells, brother! Yeah, Jingle Bells, Merry Christmas, brother, from Pinky, brother! Yeah, no hard feelings at the shop, ain't that right, Pinky? So yeah, Day-Day's old boss, Pinky, later shows up, bringing several women with him for Craig and Day-Day. While Money Mike is in the bathroom, Damon comes in and attempts to sexually assault him. Oh, what the fuck? Damon ain't no in prison no more, man. But fails when Money Mike crunches his testicles with pliers. Oh, with the pair of pliers. And wait a minute, isn't he one of those hard pipe hidden brothers from Pulp Fiction? Nah, I'm just fucking around, but he forgot the fucking blowtorch though. Okay, so yeah, Money Mike crunches his testicles with pliers. Damon proceeds to chase Money Mike when he tries to run away. Also, Mrs. Pearly comes on to Willie when he uses her bathroom, causing Craig's mother, Betty, to come in and attack her when she catches the two. Later, Craig and Day-Day see the robber and, after ambushing him inside of his hideout, chase him all over the neighborhood, running into several obstacles, including a psychotic but comedic old man armed with a double-barreled shotgun. In the process, are ultimately successful after the robber gets hit by Pinky's limo. God damn it, CW, what did you hit? Did I say that I was gonna fire your ass for that shit? No. After you hit that little retarded boy? You cost me money, CW. Get your ass back in the car, man. Get the car. Yeah, whatever, motherfucker. The film ends with Craig and Day-Day retrieving their stolen rent money and Christmas presents and tying the robber up on this roof. And yeah, right before that happens, DOA, you got knocked the fuck out, bitch! Okay, during the credits, it is revealed that Craig and Dinah hooked up after Craig returned. Damon is still chasing Money Mike throughout the neighborhood, and that Miss Pearly tried to stop the party by calling the police. Yeah, I even blamed Miss Pearly for convincing Willie to cheat on Betty. But they, after left, receiving marijuana as a bribe. I beatbox your ass. Alright, peeps, the bottom line is that was the best Christmas movie I have ever watched. Even though that Christmas is not until a few months, I still love to watch that fucking movie nonetheless every single Friday. Man, it sure is great to be jolly in one of those fucking comedic films. So in conclusion, I recommend not one, not two, but 3 of the Friday films. Yeah, peeps. So yeah, it is a memorable opportunity to watch all 3 Friday films if you think about planning a marathon about it. I also heard that there is an animated series of Friday based on a 1995 film. So anyways, for all 3 Friday films, I do not give a damn if some of these movies or these 3 movies get negative reviews or positive reviews or whatever it is. I still recommend all 3 of them. These 3 movies kicked ass, and I really love to watch that every single goddamn fucking Friday. Yeah, it sure is. It's always a good Friday to enjoy, causing mischief and whatever it is. Yeah, it sure is also good to watch some bonus features over time. So, that comes the end of the Salute House series. But it's not the fucking end of the show yet. It is end for the first season, though. So anyways, I would like to thank you all, peeps, for sending me requests. And I apologize for not doing some of them that you sent me. But I really do appreciate of what y'all done for me, like giving me requests and sending some support and other shit, and subscribing to my channel. So anyway, my fellow peeps, it's been real, but don't worry, the Salute House series will continue soon with season 2. So yeah, thanks for watching all of my Salute House episodes. Thank you for the request. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribe to my channel. Until next season, this is Mason Velez signing off. Thanks for watching.